good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB, Sixers Game Day Live, here on a Tuesday evening. 7 games left. The Tankathon coming down to the wire. And boy, do we have some more movement last night. Some big updates, big things on the way. Can the Sixers actually do it? Oh, we have a lot to talk about, man. We're going to get into it all. Big night incoming for the 76ers fan base, for the 76ers. A lot of updates on the way. Oh yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Hope you are all doing well. It's time to get this bad boy underway. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to the Sixers Game Day Live show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know that this will be the last game that we stream of the season. Unfortunately, due to the Sixers being so terrible and just everything in general, what we've been seeing with the live streams, I don't know if I want to keep live streaming the rest of the season. I'll be honest with you. This season's been awful, so I think I'm quitting after this game. Sorry to drop a bomb on you, but I don't know how many more 35-point blowouts I can watch. You guys know I'm joking, right? You know I'm joking. Happy April Fools, man. Happy April Fools. You thought I was going somewhere? You can't get rid of me. They can't get rid of me. This team could drive me into the ground, and they're not getting rid of me, bro. This team could drive me literally insane, and they're not getting rid of me. So, happy April Fool's Day. Matter of fact, I wish this whole Sixers season was an April Fool's joke. On our Instagram and Twitter pages today, we put out a fake Paul George requesting a trade post, and so many people were taking the bait. That was really funny, to be honest. Everybody thought, people were sharing it. They're like, oh my gosh, Paul George is getting traded. Paul George is getting traded. And then I'm like, man, this generation doesn't read, do they? It said read below. Swipe for details. And they didn't. But no, RB's not going anywhere. Anyway, welcome on into the Sixers Game Day Live show, man. I hope everybody is out there doing well. Now, before I jump into it all, this is serious. I need y'all to hit the like button, man. We need to get this to 300 likes. We got some good things on the way, and we have some good things to discuss today and some good things to talk about. All right, so I need everybody to hit that thumbs up right now. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tapping in from. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live show presented by our friends at National University. Go check out National University. We have the 23-52 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 47-27 New York Knicks. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day Live show. We give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage with our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. Of course, we'll take your phone calls after the game as well, so join the Discord server. You can also talk with a bunch of Sixer fans behind the scenes. And ladies and gentlemen, do me one solid, like I said, hit the like button, man. 50-plus people in here already. We only have 15 likes. What's going on? I know you guys can hear me. I know you little shadow watchers can hear me. Go down below. Take half a second of your time. Hit the like button. All right, that helps us push this content out to more viewers. Hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 42.1K and become a part of the Philly Take family by hitting the join button. Hit the join button in the chat. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter at RB Philly Take. Connect with us everywhere. Support the brand. Support the show. Lots of good things on the way, man. But I need you guys to keep supporting. Keep us going. Keep us going. Special shout out to the Fire Take members in the chat. Let's see those emojis. If you want to become a channel member, like I said, hit that join button or go down below and hit join channel memberships. We need everybody rocking with us, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an April Fool's joke. I am 100% serious. Kyle Lowry is back tonight. Kyle Lowry has returned, ladies and gentlemen. I can't believe it. This is not an April Fool's joke. Kyle Lowry is available to play tonight. The Sixers are a funny organization. The only way that they could be funnier is Kyle Lowry coming back and winning a basketball game for this team tonight. That would be the worst thing I've ever seen. But ladies and gentlemen, despite whatever Nick Nurse says, he says, Tyrese is going to be evaluated this weekend, blah, blah, blah. He's just going to keep saying that until the end of the season. Maxey is not coming back, okay? Maxey is not coming back. Just so you know. Anyway, let's kick it into our pregame show. Now, obviously, I do not care about who the Sixers are going to be putting on the floor tonight. The fact of the matter is the Sixers need to lose out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a huge update last night, all right? Because the Brooklyn Nets won. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. The Brooklyn Nets won last night. Remember, we were talking about the remaining games on their schedule. They beat the Dallas Mavericks last night. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers come into tonight, and they are 1.5 games up on the Brooklyn Nets. And they are 2 games behind the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, the Pelicans just shut down Zion and McCollum for the season. But ladies and gentlemen, if the Pelicans can win 2 more games and the Sixers can lose out, they might actually have a chance at the 4th worst record to jump up. Let's go, man. I've said it every single stream, but the Sixers need to lose every single game. And they need to continue that tonight. Now, for the New York Knicks, no Jalen Brunson. He's been out for a couple games, or sorry, not a couple games, a couple weeks now, I think, ever since he sprained his ankle. Karl-Anthony Towns was just ruled out 10 minutes ago, so Karl-Anthony Towns will not play tonight either. The New York Knicks are frauds. I've said that time and time again. But the reason that they're frauds is because they have no depth, and Tom Thibodeau will continue to play his starters into the ground. So no Brunson, no Karl-Anthony Towns. Cam Payne is out. Miles McBride is out. And the Knicks are short on depth as it is. And now they're missing a bunch of players tonight. So do we think that the Sixers will ruin their tank by winning tonight? Quentin Grimes is back on the floor, and Kyle Lowry is back with the Sixers tonight. Kyle Lowry is back. Do we think, ladies and gentlemen, I want your final score predictions in the chat right now. Do we think that the Sixers are going to win or lose tonight? What will the final score be? Drop your final score prediction in the chat right now. I want your final score predictions. I'm going to give a shout out to the members and a whole bunch more. But ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are a 13.5-point favorite. Mikal Bridges obviously going to lead the way tonight. Will the Sixers win or lose tonight? They've lost 8 in a row. Will they make it 9? My guess is they will. I'm going to give you my final score prediction. I want to give a shout out to BetUS TV. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out all of their sites and their platforms for your daily sports news and coverage. Stay up to date with all the latest content. Follow them on X and IG. Go check out BetUS TV. They got you covered with all of their latest sports coverage and updates. Shout out to BetUS TV. I'm going to take the Knicks to win this game by blowing it away late. I think that it could be interesting like it usually is for 2.5 quarters, 2 quarters. I think the Sixers will be down by like 7 or 8 at halftime. And then, that'll include like one of those fake comebacks in the second quarter. Because I know this team like the back of my hand at this point. They know they're trying to lose. I mean, the fact they're bringing Kyle Lowry back is pretty funny. But, yeah, I have the Knicks winning this game by a handy, 18, 22 points. So I think the Knicks are going to blow them away at the end. I think it's going to be 119 to 101. So I'm going to say 119-101 New York Knicks. They go on a big fourth quarter run. And the Knicks give the Sixers another loss, which ends up being very helpful. Once again, if you're just tuning in, the Brooklyn Nets did win last night. I was watching the game, came down to the final moments, and Spencer Dinwiddie had a wide open three and he missed it. Klay Thompson had a wide open three and he missed it. And the Nets were able to win, which really, really hurt their tanking. Even though they're still 3.5 games above the Raptors, they're now 1.5 and could be 2 games behind the Sixers tonight. So the Sixers will be up by 2 games on the Brooklyn Nets with 6 remaining if they can lose tonight. So the Sixers have to capitalize and they have to lose. And they also have to hope that the New Orleans Pelicans can win a couple games here in the final 8 or final 7, excuse me. I don't think the Pelicans play tonight. I know the Nets don't play tonight, but let's see. Do the Pelicans play today? No, they don't. So it's all about the Sixers tonight, man. So what do you guys think the final score is going to be? Let's go to the chat. Appreciate everybody being in here. First off, let me shout out my members. I see Karen. Karen, what's going on? We have Rick Bennett, the Fire Take Goat. He's been a member for over a year. We have Banch, who's a channel member. We have Clint Kreitz. What's up, Clint? Thanks for being here. Rick says, once you have RB on the play-by-play, you never go back. Appreciate it, Rick. You're the man. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate the kind words. Who else? Any other members in here? Let's see. Did I miss anybody? David. What's up, David? Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate all the channel members. All right, let's read some of these scores out. We have Knicks 111-101. Cool J says 115-99 Knicks. Knicks 132-105. Rick says Knicks 136-109. Clint 117-102 Knicks. Let's see, lose by 18, 135-102 Knicks, 111-99 Knicks, 113-109 Knicks. Yeah, so that's kind of where my thoughts are at. 115-95 Knicks. Yeah, so that's where I'm at, to be honest. Sixers know they need to lose this game tonight. 7 more games of this torture, but at the end of the day, the Sixers have perfectly executed their tanking strategy. They're the best tankers in the association right now, and their percentage odds just keep on climbing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think they're getting it done. I will say I appreciate how swift these games have been, too. They've just been very flowing, not a lot of fouls. They're just getting it done, man. They're getting it done. And I know we'll have a lot of Knicks fans in the chat tonight, so I'll be speaking to them as well. But look, whether you're a Sixers fan or a Knicks fan, honestly, appreciate you being in here. I need y'all to hit the likes, man. We got 75 people in here. We only have 27 likes. So I need everybody in here right now to do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. Even if you don't like the Sixers or you don't like me, but you're here, right? So respect the grind. Hit the like button. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. And if we get to 100 likes, we will hit the air horn and we will wake up the neighbors. Guys, I've come to a conclusion that I think the neighbors were messing with the Wi-Fi, so I think we have to get them back. I'll tell you more about it a little later on, but we got to get to 100 likes. We have to get to 100. But yeah, so I think the Sixers are losing this game. Keep the job going. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. I'm RB. We do this every single day. Support the coverage. We're going to talk more NBA playoffs tonight. We're going to talk about what will happen in the next 6 games after tonight. And we'll get through all of it, man. All right, man. Y'all know what to do. I need everybody in the chat to drop spin that wheel. We're on a 2-game streak right now. Can we make it 3 in a row? Drop spin that wheel, and I'm going to drop that beat. Let's go, man. Come on, fire me up, man. Let's go. Let's get it rocking and rolling, man. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's go, man. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to rock, man. Listen, man, the Sixers played the Knicks back in February. We were streaming that game, and I remember the Sixers were about to upset them, and we were kind of mad that they didn't, even though they were playing with literally nobody, and we were like, dang, you know, we wanted to beat them and all, but at the end of the day, I don't care, man. I don't care. Just lose the game. Knicks have already showed their cards. It is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sixers currently sit at the number 5 spot. Like I said, they are 1.5 games up on the Brooklyn Nets because the Nets won last night. So let's see if we can make it 3 in a row. It's time to spin that wheel. Let's go, man. Come on. Come on. Give us something good. Give us something good. Oh, they're playing with us tonight, man. Not only did they kick us out of the top 6, they gave us the 7th pick. Guys, I've been thinking about this possibility a lot lately. If the Oklahoma City Thunder win the finals and then they get the 7th pick, I will actually lose my mind. I just want you guys to know right now. If the Sixers lose their pick at number 7, 1 pick outside of the top 6, and the Thunder win the finals, I might actually lose it. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. In today's version of who the heck is playing for the Sixers, who knows? Still waiting to see what the lineups are. I know Jeff Doughton is in attendance tonight. Will they use one of his final 2 remaining games of eligibility? Who knows? Who knows who the Sixers are playing? Who knows, man? But yeah, we lost tonight. We took an L. Now we're 8-12 and spin the wheel. So we're 4 games under 500. But we're going to bounce back. We're going to bounce back in the post-game show. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the Capture the Flag movement. It's time to get Cooper Flag and transcend this franchise. So let's get it rocking and rolling. All right. We currently have 40 likes. That is not good enough, man. 100 plus people in the chat. We should have 100 likes right now. I'm going to do what I did last game. I'm not going to read the chat till we hit 100 likes because you guys got to work for it, man. But shout out to the members in the chat. Shout out to the mod squad. Keep those links flowing. Let people know to like the show. Share it around. Let's freaking rock, baby. Let's go. While all your favorite creators have given up on this team, the season, and just everything with this team, I'm still here streaming every game, pregame, live game, and postgame. So support the channel, man. Support the brand. Support the channel. And keep us rocking and rolling, man. Keep us rocking. Let's go. Let's rock and roll, man. Let's rock and roll. Oh, man. 7 more games of this. 7 more games. It'll be the Knicks tonight. Then it'll be the Milwaukee Bucks on Thursday. Then it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves on Saturday. Once again, this is the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Shout out to National. Check out their link pinned in the live chat. All right, they have a new scholarship opportunity. If you want to check out their program and their scholarships, go ahead and check that out. Hope you are all doing well, by the way. For the people that tune in every single stream, I just want to say I appreciate you. And thank you for being a part of this program all season. It's been an absolute blast, even though this team has been awful. I do appreciate you guys. So as we await the start of this game here, the Boston Celtics are 2nd seed in the East. They've won 9 in a row. They're starting to creep up a bit on the Cavs. Don't think they'll catch them. So it kind of looks like it's going to be Cavs, Celtics, Knicks in the East. And then in the West, it's still a dogfight here in the final games. OKC has ran away with it, of course, but Rockets sit at the 2 seed. They're a game and a half ahead of Denver, who's 1 game ahead of the Lakers, and they're 2 games ahead of Memphis. Then it's Golden State right behind, Minnesota, Clippers. So it's coming down to a tight race in the West, but I still think the tanking race has been pretty interesting as well. It's been better than the Eastern Conference playoff race, that's for sure. But just so you guys know, like I said, this format this year of pregame, live game, postgame, that will continue on into next year. I mean, it's been a blast this year. We'll get the phone lines going, all that. But once the season ends, we'll do some playoff live streams. We'll obviously be doing Sixer videos as well, maybe some other NBA videos, and then the draft lottery is on May 12th, so be sure to be here on May 12th. We'll live stream our reaction to the draft lottery, and that will kind of determine a lot about what's going to happen in the following weeks after that. Then at the end of June, we'll have the draft and the start of NBA free agency. We'll see what happens with the Sixers. A lot of interesting storylines this offseason. We'll go from there. But I'm RB. I cover this team every day. I do Eagles coverage over on A to Z Philly. And I'm on Bleacher Report as well. So check me out. We got 112 people in the chat. Only have 50 likes. Not reading the chat till we get back to 100, man. Hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that join button if you want to become a channel member. Hope y'all are doing well. We got a lot to talk about. Also, check out the merch. Go to phillytakeWithRB.com. Go to the merch store. Check it out. I believe the Sixers have set the NBA record for most lineup combinations in a season tonight. Let me double check that. Yeah, so the Sixers, it is true, ladies and gentlemen, indeed. The Sixers are starting their 52nd lineup combination tonight, which is a new NBA record. They break the Memphis Grizzlies record from last year. 52 lineup combinations in 76 games so far, which is insane. So, hey, the Sixers broke a record, man. They broke a record. We'll talk, of course, about the Knicks tonight as well. You guys know how I feel about them. I think they're frauds. I think they could be upset in the first round, but we'll see. Let's see who's starting for the Sixers tonight. So for the Sixers, it's going to be Quentin Grimes, Lonnie Walker, Justin Edwards, Ricky Council, and Adem Bona. It's crazy. How do you even have 52 different lineups in a season? It's insane. By the way, the Knicks did re-sign PJ Tucker. He was on I think a 10-day deal or a 2-way. They re-signed him to a 2-year extension. So PJ Tucker's like 39 years old, 40. He's going to be with the Knicks now, so that's hilarious. PJ Tucker still playing. Maybe he'll go off tonight. Who knows? All right, we need 40 more likes, man. Get us to 100. Get us to that big 100. We got hoops here in the MSG tonight. Sixers taking on the Knicks, 23-52. If the Sixers lose tonight, they will be 30 games under 500. The Knicks are so bad they have to sign PJ Tucker to have more depth on their team. That's how top-heavy their team is. That's hilarious. PJ Tucker left the Clippers, who had him in jail for a year and a half. Clippers are also frauds. It's going to be nice to see them go down to the playoffs, too. But we'll see what happens. All right, man. So once again, the entire group out for the Sixers. We already know that. Yabusele remains out tonight with a knee injury. Quentin Grimes will be back tonight. Grimes better not have any crazy ideas tonight. Don't go nuts. You got to relax, Q-Dot. Got to relax. So I told you the Sixers starting lineup for the New York Knicks. It'll be DeLon Wright at the 1, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson. No Karl-Anthony Towns and no Jalen Brunson. No campaign either. All right, man. Let's see who's available for the Sixers tonight. 106 people in the chat. Do me a favor, get this to 100 likes so we can wake up the neighbors. 52 lineup combinations this season for the Sixers, breaks the record since 1975. Memphis had 51 last year. Sixers now have 52. Let's go, man. Shout out to the members in here. Dom, what's up, man? Karen, we got Banj. Let's go. Sixers rocking their white unis tonight. Grimes looks like he wants revenge. Kyle Lowry is available to play tonight. That is not an April Fool's joke. Kyle Lowry is available to play. Knicks are going to rock the navy blue jerseys tonight. They'll be led by Mikal Bridges. It's pretty crazy when you watch this Sixers game and you just watch this team and you're like, wow, is this really the team? Is this real life? It's crazy. Someone say, can I listen to you live on Spotify? No, you cannot. We're only live on YouTube, but you can listen to the postgame show on Spotify. So we do a pregame and a postgame show on this same live stream. In case you guys didn't know that as well, you can always watch back the segments. They're broken out. So like say you exit the live stream and you come back later tonight after it's done. If you drag on the little slider, you can see pregame, live game, and postgame. So it'll be broken out into segments. But you can listen to the postgame show back on Spotify, but not the live game part, no. We'll get the other scoreboard up here in just a second. So be patient with me. Knicks lost control. Sixers take it away. It's out on Josh Hart, so it's going to be Sixers basketball. There's a turnover. We will get the other scoreboard up here in just a moment, folks. Here's Q-Dot up top. He's going to find Justin Edwards. Edwards up top. He's going to cross over, work against Bridges. Here's Grimes. Grimes against Anunoby. Grimes threw it away. Bad pass. Here come the New York Knicks. DeLon Wright going to find Mikal Bridges off balance. A 3-ball, too much on it. Bona tried to bang the board, and Robinson took it away and flushes it home ferociously. And the Knicks are going to answer first. Another steal by the New York Knicks as we're getting this other scoreboard up here. OG Anunoby going to drive through, step through, go up, and couldn't get the and one, but he's going to go to the line. OG Anunoby been on a hot stretch lately over these last 6 games. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, like the stream right now. We have 130 people in here. Once we get to 100 likes, we'll get back to the chat. We have Sixers trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. And boy, do we have a tight race going in trivia. First one good for Anunoby. We have a tight race tonight in Sixers trivia. We only got 6 more after tonight. So 7 questions left. And it's a pretty much free-for-all in trivia. Very close race to the top. So we'll see who can get those final questions. But again, you know, we might have some bonus points to hand out as well. So you definitely want to be in here at any moment. Here's Bona, the drive to the lane. He's pushed in the back. Adem Bona fouled by Mitchell Robinson. He's going to the line for 2. 4-0. Sixers are losing every game. Why are we here? That's because we have a great community, man, that supports this show, this channel, and we like to just hang out every game no matter what. At least that's why I think people are here. Let's go. Get us up to 100 likes, man. We need a like spike in here. The energy's dying, man. I know it's been a tough season, but come on, man. Slap that like button. Let's go. Let's go. We need a shirt that says, "Is this real life?" Pretty much. Bona going to miss the second free throw. He's 1 for 2. Knicks pick it up. Here comes DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright, longtime NBA veteran. He's bounced around to a handful of teams lately. Here's DeLon Wright, guarded by Quentin Grimes. Josh Hart going to find Mikal Bridges. Here's OG Anunoby in the corner. Anunoby going to pop up a 3. That one comes up short. Rebounded by Ricky Council. Here come the Sixers. Down the lane, Lonnie turns, kicks back. Council, now Grimes. Grimes guarded by Bridges. Bridges to the corner. 3 ball. Missed it by Edwards. Here comes DeLon Wright, pushing it up the floor. Mikal Bridges on the other end, a 3. He's short. Robinson goes up, and he was pushed under the basket. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Let's go, man. I'm trying to wake up the neighbors. Trying to wake them up. Pretty sure they were messing with me, man, so we need to get them back. We need to get them back, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of pissed off at them. Mitchell Robinson going to shoot the first free throw, and it is good. 5-1 Knicks lead. Let's go. We're just trying to push this show out to more people. And the second one is good by Mitchell Robinson. Pair at the line. It's 6-1. No, it's not a baseball score. Grimes up top to Ricky Council. Back to Q-Dot. Q come around a screen. He's going to hesitate now. Drive, sidestep, baseline J. It rolls up and out. Bona couldn't rack it in, and the Knicks are going to have it. We need 20 more likes. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up. As we continue to sit through these games. 9:30 to go here in the first quarter. Bridges at the top. He's going to one bounce. Here's DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright looking for Anunoby. It was poked away by Grimes. Out of bounds. Going to stay with New York. Here's the inbound from Bridges. DeLon Wright swings it. Anunoby spots up from the wing and drains it. It's 9-1. Yeah, what if the Sixers had 1 point in the first quarter? That would be nuts. Grimes the one bounce. Bona the drive. Floats it up, and it's short, but a foul on the floor. Will it be on Hart? I think it will be. We have 130 people in the chat right now. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. Check out National and their new scholarship opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the OG train going in the chat. Let it fly. If you have been watching the show all season, if you've been tapped in with us, you're a diehard viewer, drop OG in the chat so we can shout you out. If you're new, if it's your first time, drop new in the chat. Council from deep. Yes, sir. Ricky Council going to let it fly. Trifecta number 1 for the Sixers tonight. Here's DeLon right up top. He's going to find Anunoby. Here's Bridges. Bridges, the corner. Hart, one bounce into Robinson. Poked away. Knicks get it back. Anunoby drives the lane out to Hart. Bridges wide open, a 3, and he answers. You guys have been tapped in all season. Drop OG if you've tapped in once in a while. Drop casual if you are new. Drop new in the chat. Grimes a 3. He airballed it. Grimes is definitely throwing these games. He was averaging 30 a game at one point. Now he can't even hit the basket. Are you kidding me? I think Grimes is just like, you know what? Screw this, man. Screw this. Knicks with a 12-4 lead. 4 minutes into this game. Bridges coming around his screen. Poked away. Bridges gets it back. Here's Anunoby. Crosses over. Step back. 3. Airballed it by 4 feet. Bona tried to rebound it. So it looked like Bona had smacked it out of bounds, but it's actually going to be a shot clock violation. Shot clock violation on the New York Knicks. Here's Quentin Grimes down the other end. Grimes stopped in his tracks. Here's Ricky. Ricky hands it back to Lonnie. Lonnie double-teamed. Lonnie Walker, crossover, pull up, the 3. He got it. Lonnie Walker. The Reading native. Back in his hometown, back in his fan-favorite squad. Lonnie Walker knocking down a 3. Here's OG Anunoby, going to drive, kick it up to Bridges. Bridges over to DeLon Wright, a 3-ball, and he answers. Every time the Sixers hit one, the Knicks answer back. 5 minutes into this ball game, here's Lonnie, the 1 bounce. Ricky up to Edwards. Edwards going to drive, swings it way over to the corner and too high, off the hands and out of bounds. Guys, we need 15 more likes, 140 people in the chat. Can we get it to 100 likes right now? Drop the likes right now. I want to wake up my damn neighbors. I want to get them back, okay? I need y'all to hit the like button. I'm going to tell you a story once we get to 100 likes. We got Cool J OG in the chat, Dom OG, BLSG OG, Carlos OG, Clint OG, Tapeti No, Karen OG, Jamie OG. Banj OG, Dave OG, Eagles somewhat OG. Can't be a somewhat OG. You got to be an OG or a not OG. Come on now. TMB says loyal but new. Ryan says OG, trying, bro. No work tonight. What's up, Ryan Sprague? Another channel member in the house. Let's go, man. Hit the like button. I know that, I know these games are tough to watch, but we're all here doing it together. We're pushing our way through. Things will get better. They have to get worse before they get better. We have a lot to talk about. The Sixers are cooking in the tankathon, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. We need 13 more likes. Don't be a shadow watcher. Get active in the chat. Get engaged as the Sixers are down early, or we could look at it as they're up. We could look at it as they're up because right now they're kind of cooking. They're cooking. Guys, get this to 100 likes, man. Help us out. Support the show. I put my all into this. I live stream every single game. I give you guys pregame coverage with information. I give you guys postgame coverage. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, man. Get this up to 100 likes. I don't care if you're a Knicks fan.
Let's go.
We got a $5 super chat from my guy, Carlos Rosado. What's up, Carlos? Thank you, sir. I'm going to be honest, RB. I'm at a point where I smile when we lose because it gets us closer to the top 5 pick and a great chance in the lottery to get us a top 3 pick. That's a fact, Carlos. That's a fact. We're getting there, Carlos. It's going to happen. Anunoby, corner 3 is short. Guys, the Sixers are only 2 games behind the Pelicans for the 4th best tankathon odds. Ricky, the drive with the left, almost got it to convert, but he was fouled. Ricky to the charity stripe for the first time. Guys, as it stands right now, the Sixers are a game and a half ahead of the Brooklyn Nets. They are 2 games behind the Pelicans for the 4th best tanking odds. Now, the Pelicans did shut down Zion and McCollum, but you look at their final schedule, they have a couple games against Milwaukee. They have a game against the Brooklyn Nets. They have a game against Miami, who stinks. And they have a game against Oklahoma City, who, is going to be sitting their guys in the last game of the season. So definitely is possible the Pelicans could win a couple games. Just saying. Free throw is going to be good for Ricky. Let's go, man. But yeah, Carlos, I agree, man. We all want to lose out. You have to lose every game now. You're right here. Sixers deflected it out of bounds. Going to stay with New York, though. 6:30 to go here in the first. So we got Sixers trivia coming up at the end of the first quarter. Whoever gets the most at the end of the season will get a prize. We have a very tight race. I'll read off the leaderboard in just a second. Here's Anunoby. He's going to find DeLon Wright. Dribbles, drives, hands it off. Robinson goes up and slams it down. Knicks up by 8, excuse me. Here's Quentin Grimes down the other end, almost halfway through the first. Grimes going to drive. He was tripped, and he hits the hardwood hard. Looks like he fell on his elbow, but he's going to get up and be just fine. So we have Philly Sports Dylan leading the way with 6 total wins. We have Lou World and Ego with 5 wins. We have Busy B with 4 wins. Don Boyle with 4 wins. And we have Kyle Lehman and Jamie Slack with 3 wins. So it's anybody's ball game. Couple of these final 7 questions might be bonus questions with more points to offer. So we'll see what happens. It looks like there's a challenge on the floor. Nick Nurse is having fun with something. I don't know what Nick Nurse is laughing about. I think Nick Nurse has gone kind of insane. I think he's lost his mind, if I'm being honest. Guys, we need 3 more likes to wake up the neighbors. We should already have 100 likes. We have 140 plus in the chat. I'm RB. I cover this team every single game. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. So do me a favor, hit the like button. Looks like on our poll, there's 20% that voted no. You guys are fraudulent. But we're getting this to 300 likes. So that's what we do. Guys, is there any hope for the Sixers organization? Is there any hope? Is there any hope at all? I'm going to read you a post that we threw up on our Instagram page yesterday. If you guys haven't yet, go follow our Instagram page at Philly Take with RB. Joel Embiid has missed 64 games. Maxi's missed 24. Paul George has missed 42. And McCain has missed 60. That's just those 4 this season. Nick Nurse had a quote the other night. He said, "It doesn't seem like the injury bug would ever leave us. We could never build any momentum." You got to wonder if Nick Nurse is going to get an opportunity to come back and coach his team next year or not. And if he doesn't, is it really his fault? Is it really his fault? Let's go. We need 1 more like, man. Hit the like button. Oh, wait, we got it now. We got it now. Let's go. Hold up. I need everybody. Where's my channel members? Drop the yes, sir emoji. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake 'em up. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this very quietly so my neighbors don't hear me, but I think they were messing with the internet connection, bro. I think they were messing with us. I have proof. I'm not going to say it on here in case they're tapped into the live stream, but I'm like 80% sure that this proof will lead to direct evidence that the connection was interfered with over the last couple streams. You know how we've been having some of those little choppy moments? They've been messing with us, bro, because they can't stand us. They can't stand us. And that's why we need to get to another 100 likes. What was the challenge? I don't know what the challenge was. I thought the Knicks had challenged that it wasn't a foul, but they said successful. Maybe they didn't call it a foul. I don't know. But nonetheless, Quentin Grimes at the free throw line. The first one is good. So that's where we're at. But anyway, we need to get to another 100 likes so that we can wake them up again. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go! 2 for 2 at the line. Q dot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be kind like Don Boyle, you can always gift a channel membership. But shout out to Don Boyle for supporting the channel as always. That's my guy. Appreciate you, man. Drop some MVPs in the chat for Don Boyle. Anunoby goes up. He's fouled and one. OG going to the line for one more. He's averaging almost 30 points a game over the last 5. So the three-point play is good. 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Justin Edwards going to hand it off to Quentin Grimes. Grimes at the top, guarded by Mikal Bridges. He's going to kick it over to Lonnie Walker. Lonnie with the left hand, the pull-up. Lonnie, it's short. Rebounded by Mitchell Robinson. Here come the New York Knicks. Joshua Hart. Another crybaby. Lost the ball. Sixers try to get it back. Goes out of bounds. Going to stay with New York. So Lonnie Walker going to hit the bench. Yo, he's back. Kyle Lowry's in the game. Sixers steal it away. It's the Kyle Lowry impact. Grimes going all the way. 3-ball. No good from Jared Butler. Sixers get it back. Grimes the pull-up. Missed it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Lowry is officially back. No, it's not an April Fool's joke. No, it's not an April Fool's joke. Kyle Lowry is back. Anunoby fouled en route to the basket. He's back. Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry. The only way this tank could even get better is Kyle Lowry coming back. Can we bring back Eric Gordon next? Can we bring back EG? Let's go. 108 likes in the chat. Get us to 200, man. Welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. Let's see. Gelt says Knicks fans are going to give more excuses if they get their butts handed to them against the Pistons. I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons later in this live stream why the Knicks are not making it out of the second round. We'll talk about that. Shout out to the Knicks fans in here, though. I know they don't like me, but I'm just going to tell them the truth, as I usually do. Here's a Dembona. Going to find Quentin Grimes. Sixers down by 11. Grimes, the one bounce. Jared Butler, spot up 3. It's short again. No Jalen Brunson, no Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. Knicks with an early lead. Here's Precious Achiuwa, going to turn, spin, float it up for the first time. That one's short. Bona tried to recoup it, and it hits off his shin and goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the New York Knicks. Can we bring Eric Gordon back? Let's bring all the tank commanders back, man. Here's Landry Shamet in for the first time. Can we bring Landry Shamet back to the Sixers? The fact that Landry Shamet is a real rotation piece for the Knicks is quite hilarious. Here's DeLon right in the corner for three. That one's off the mark. Picked up by Jared Butler, and here come the 76ers. 4 minutes to go in quarter number one. Butler turns, spins, finds Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry going to find Q-Dot. Drives the baseline. Butler in the oppo corner. A three ball. Cha-ching. Here's DeLon Wright up at the top. DeLon Wright going to kick it over to Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa at the top. Achiuwa going to hand it off to OG Anunoby. Anunoby, one bounce, and it's stolen away. Here come the Sixers. Edwards bringing it up the floor. He's going to start, stop. Edwards goes all the way, lays it in with the reverse. Andrew Shamet going to drive, kick it back. Here's DeLon Wright going all the way. Josh Hart up to Anunoby. Anunoby for three. He missed it. Sixers pick it up. Here's Kyle Lowry. Lowry up at the other end. He's going to find Bona in the paint. Turns, spins, puts it up. Let's go, Adem Bona. The New York Knicks have destroyed the Joel Embiid era. It's over. What does that even mean? Like, sometimes I feel like Knicks fans don't even understand how delusional they are. The Knicks got cooked by Joel Embiid last year in the playoffs on 1 foot. It's like you could tell Knicks fans something. You could slap them in the face with it. They still won't know what it is. They're like, oh, we ended Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid dropped 50 on y'all with 1 foot. Just because Tobias Harris is a fraud doesn't mean Joel Embiid didn't cook you guys on 1 foot. And the New York Knicks haven't won anything since before the Sixers. The Knicks are a big market team and they're frauds. And here's 3 reasons why they're not going to do anything in the playoffs again. Number 1, they have no depth. Their bench is terrible. They're top heavy. They kind of tried to take a Sixers route and they paid a bunch of starters and they didn't balance their team. That's reason number 1. Number 2, their coach is also old and stubborn, just like the Sixers have had for the last 3 regimes. Tom Thibodeau's playing their guys into the ground, and he's not a good adjustment coach in the playoffs. And number 3, they're just simply frauds. And that foul baiter Brunson is not going to do anything in the playoffs again except whine and complain. And then his sister's going to come at me again on Twitter when I tell her the truth that he's flopping and whining. And overall, the Knicks have also missed their window. Just like the Sixers have, the Knicks have missed their window. It's going to be pretty funny to see again. And they have 4 guys making like over $40 million, and 2 of them aren't even worth it. They might have to let Bridges walk in free agency after next year. So it's pretty comical because they choked to the Pacers last year. So you wanted it, Knicks fans, you got it. All right, I told you the truth. Your own people won't tell you. I'll tell you. I have no skin in the game. I'm just telling you the facts. Telling you the facts. The worst trade was when the Knicks traded for Mikal Bridges. I mean, Bridges is a good player. Let's go. He's just not worth 5 first-round picks. It's like you see a house that you like and you're in a negotiation or something, and they're like, all right, like this house is actually worth $500,000, but right off the bat, you see all the display of it, right? They have all the amenities. They're like, give me $10 million. You're like, oh, okay, whatever it takes. No negotiation. You probably could have got it down to $2 million, but instead you took it for $10 million. That's what the Knicks did. They got trigger happy and they just took it right away. Alex Reese goes up and he's fouled. First time for Alex Bartender Reese. Kyle Lowry's coming over talking to him like a coach. We have a $5 super chat from Brian Pumper. What's up, Brian? He says, I need the Knicks to wake up. Come on, man. They'll be fine, bro. This is what the Sixers do every game. They're going to keep it in for the first quarter and the second quarter, and then they're going to let the Knicks go off. They do it every single game, bro. We're all good. You're making up facts. No, I'm telling you the truth. Like I said, I could slap you across the face with it. You still won't understand. Because Knicks fans are delusional. There's Precious Achiuwa at the top. Achiuwa going to find Anunoby at the high post. Turns, spins, takes it away. Nice steal by Kyle Lowry. Up the floor. Edwards out to Jared Butler. Spot up three. It's short. Grimes, the offensive rebound. Edwards for three. It's short. Here's Josh Hart up to Anunoby. Here's DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright going to dribble. Drive down the lane. Kick it out. Achiuwa. And Achiuwa threw it away. Grimes has a wide open fast break, and he slams it down on the other end. Q. Dot.
He's on fire.
Fake comeback coming in the third quarter. Exactly. Busy B's been here every stream. She knows the deal. There's a three ball. Anunoby. He's going to answer with one of his own. Knicks back up by 5. There's Jared Butler up top. Butler guarded by Landry Shamet. Butler going to cross over, drive into the paint, finds a cutting Grimes. The reverse lay. Wow, what a crafty finish for Quentin Grimes. What a beautiful move by Q. Dot. DeLon Wright going to answer with one quickly on the other end. 29-24. Grimes drives, floats it up, and gets it to fall again. Grimes, you got to relax, bro. We don't want to win this game. Here is Josh Hart. He's going to find DeLon Wright over to the corner. Anunoby against Alex Bartender Reese. Anunoby up top. Hart taps it. 3-ball. Shamet. Cha-ching. Shout out to Landry Shamet. The fact he's still in the league is funny. Shout out to Landry Shamet. This is my second season here. I love this show. Thank you. 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Knicks lead it by 6. Here's the drive, the kick. Edwards going all the way under the rim. Lost it out of bounds. Going to stay with Philly. Lowry looking to inbound. He does. Grimes goes through 3 and then lost it. Tried to do too much. Here come the Knicks. 4, 3, 2. Hart in. Fouled. And one. And one. What a play by Josh Hart. $140 people in the chat. Do me a favor, man. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the show. Appreciate everybody being in here, whether you like us or don't. Whether you're a Knicks fan or not, we appreciate you being here. We have some fun, some friendly banter. Free throw going to be good, and one opportunity is successful. Knicks up by 9. Reese, half-court heave, and it is short. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what that means. It is officially time for Sixers trivia. Like I said, we only have 7 questions left, so it's important that you get in there and get those keyboards ready. If you get it correct, you're going to hear this sound. It's not about who gets it right. It's about who gets it right first and comments it in the chat correctly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get to that question, and we'll see who can add another tick onto their scoreboard. But before I do that, I got to let you know the trivia question is presented by National University. The Sixer Scholar trivia question. Ladies and gentlemen, National University is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. NU has a 50-plus year history of innovative learning and support models for working and other non-traditional students, including on-ground, online, hybrid, metaverse, 4 and 8-week classes, and group and individual models. They have the most comprehensive degree and program offerings in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students, and they give you the support to balance your life through their mentoring network designed for students and alum that offers career guidance, professional development opportunities, and customized career support. 50% of their undergrad students are active duty military veteran and dependents, and they awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. Matter of fact, Go click the link down in the chat right now, as they have a new scholarship opportunity that you can apply for right now. So go check out their flexible curriculums, program offerings, and check out their new scholarship details. Link down in the chat. Shout out to National University. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who our Sixers Scholar of the Night's going to be. The question is, how many Sixers players in franchise history have their jersey number retired? Don't look it up. First guess. Better get it off quick. I know there's going to be a lot of guesses rallying off. How many Sixers players in franchise history have had their jersey number retired? I'm going to give you guys about 30 to 40 seconds, even though I'm sure there will be a lot of quick answers on this one. And I will pull up my thing here to see who got it first on my end. Just a reminder to hit the like button and support our channel. Help us push our content out to more viewers. Also, be sure that you guys are on live. Sometimes your stream gets a little bit rewinded, so make sure you're constantly tapping your screen and hitting the live button so that you can, stay up to date. As Landry Shaman is officially cooking, he just hit another 3. We might do a couple games out of the final 6 where we might have 2 trivia questions. So, hey, you got to stay for the whole stream. You never know. You never know, but we gotta see who can get this final W wrapped up and get a prize at the end of it. Here's Josh Hart. He's going to dribble into the paint, turns, puts it up. That one's short. Bona the rebound. Here come the 76ers. Jared Butler with the rock. Him and Bona rocking the lime green shoes. Butler down low. He turns it over out of bounds. All right, man. The correct answer is the amount of Sixers with their jersey retired in franchise history is 10. 10 is the correct answer. And on my end here, the first person to get it was Philly Sports Dylan. Philly Sports Dylan, congratulations. Give him some love in the chat. Dylan is our Sixers Scholar of the evening. 10 is the correct answer. Give Dylan some love, man. He is now extending his trivia lead. He's now got 7. He's making a push for the finish. Dylan, congrats, man. Thanks for being here and playing trivia all year long. You're holding the lead right now. Are you going to choke like Doc Rivers, or are you going to hold on and make it? Give Dylan some love in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys being so, so welcoming in the trivia, as we have some fun. I'll read out our leaderboard totals here in a second, but Dylan he's making his case for the prize, man. And Mikal Bridges is going to get plucked, lose it out of bounds, stays with the Knicks, 7 on the shot clock. Here's the inbound to Mikal Bridges. Bridges going to drive, kick it back. Here's the rookie, Kolek, for 3. He drills it. Well, there's a young guy that the Knicks can play that they haven't really played that much. Here's Lonnie Walker, drives baseline, puts it up, and floats it in. Kyle Lowry going to steal it down the other end. Sixers down by 13. Here's Kyle Lowry up the floor. Shamet hit the ground, and Bona going to be called for the push. Tyler Kolek was a first-round pick, an early second-round pick this year out of Marquette, drafted by the New York Knicks. Played a little bit in the G League this year, but they have a lot of hope for him. He's listed as 6'1". Pretty short player, but had a pretty good college career. Here's the midi pull-up. No can do. Sixers get it back. They're down by 13. Lonnie going to drive. Full head of steam. Puts it up off the window. That one is a little bit short. Knicks push it up the floor. Here is Shamet for 3 again. Too much on it. Bona tries to get the board. Taps it back to Kolek. Here's Shamet. Shamet finds Achua. Wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready for the dime. Here come the Sixers. On the break, Butler gets plucked by Kolek. Sixers can't do anything right, and it's a beautiful thing. Hart goes up. Wanted to foul, didn't get it. Bona with the defense. Kyle Lowry to a cutting Bona. Drives all the way, and he's fouled. Kolek says he had all ball. Bona says he's going to the line for 2. Shout out to the members in the chat. We got Busy B in here. Clint Kreitz. Jason, what's up, bro? Karen, what's up? We got Ryan, Don Boyle. Let's go, man. Shouts to the members. If you guys want to become a member, hit that join button down below. Mods, throw the link in the chat in case people want to become a channel member. Get all the exclusive emojis, perks, and more. And most importantly, get your comments read all the time in the chat. Get your comments highlighted, different color, and support the channel. Bona going to come up short on the first one. But yeah, 1076ers have had their jersey retired. Sixers have had their jersey retired. Second free throw going to be good. The numbers that got retired are number 2, number 3, 4, 6, 10, 13, 15, 24, 34, and 32. I was actually at the last time they retired a jersey, if I'm being honest. Kolek down low. He goes up. He's fouled by Jared Butler. Let's go. I was there back in 2019, I think it was, when they had the Moses Malone jersey retirement back in 2019. It was an emotional day. They had all the Sixers legends there. It was actually the first game where the Sixers had traded for Tobias Harris, Mike Scott, Boban Marjanovic. It was against the Nuggets. Sixers beat them in the final moments of the game. Very good game. Big night with the jersey retirement. So it was pretty huge. But yeah, that was the last time they retired a jersey. I was like 2 rows from the court. It was pretty cool. Shout out to Moses, man. Legend. There's Quentin Grimes going to find Justin Edwards. Edwards dribbling, driving, puts it up. Got it, the fall. 43-31 is the score. 8:15 to go here in the second. Kolek going to bring it up the floor. Kolek coming around a screen, wings it to the corner. Bridges, dribble, spin. Bridges, one bounce. Here's Achua. Spins into the paint, puts it up. Left hand, missed it. Sixers get it back. Here's Lonnie Walker. Walker up the floor. Lonnie at the wing. He's going to find Quentin Grimes. Grimes coming around a screen. Grimes spins. Grimes looking. Finds Lonnie. Lonnie Walker at 3. It's blocked. Sixers get it back. There's Marcus Bagley in for the first time. 4 on the shot clock. Bagley to Grimes. 3, 2, 1. Grimes has to put it up. Steps back for 3. Missed it. And a shot clock violation. $2 super chat from Kolb. What's up, Kolb? Thanks for being here, man. He says, shout out for sticking with it when most people would quit. You're the man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, everybody gave up. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here, man. I'm still here. $5 super chat, Brian Pumper. He says, yo, is that Arby's doppelganger number 13? Yo, you're crazy, Brian. Brian, don't make me reveal info, bro. OG gonna slam down the 2. Don't make me reveal your identity, Brian. We all know. We all know you're playing games out here, bro. But nah, in all seriousness, you think that's my doppelganger? Nah. Definitely not with the hair, man. Nah. My boy Tyler Kolek, he needs a fresh cut. He needs a fresh cut, man. I got the fade out here. Got the best barber in the town, man. Don't do me like that. I can't have the bowl cut. Maybe when I was a little kid. But now? Heck no. Heck no. Kolek threw it to Anunoby, stolen away by the Sixers. Here they come. 5 minutes into the second quarter. Council a corner three. That one's off the mark. 6:54 to go here in the second quarter. Kolek at the top. Kolek going to find Achua. Achua into the paint. Now takes it back. Achua looking, scanning. Here's Bridges. Bridges dribble, drive, pull up, mid-range. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by the Sixers, and here they come. Edwards dribbling, driving all the way down the floor, and he was fouled by Kolek. 155 in the chat. Guys, can we get the 200 likes? Trying to piss off the neighbor. Let's go, man. Ladies and gentlemen, right now in the comment section, I want to know, where are you tuning in from? Drop your states, your cities, your towns, wherever you want to let me know. Where are you guys tapping in from tonight? A shout out to some of the people in here. I want to make sure I'm shouting out the people that constantly support us. I really do appreciate it. I know it's been a brutal season, but we're still having fun. Everybody has quit. I'm still here, man. And I will be here till the final tip of the season, till the final moment, till the final seconds. And then after that, we're going to have a celebration, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a celebration after the final game of the season that it's over. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Woo. LMAO, Brian violated with that take. I can violate Brian, man. Look, I don't want to reveal the identities. I don't want to be a private investigator out here, man. But we all know. See, the specialty of it is that RB's got the intel, man. RB's got the intel. I got the sources. Let's see. Dom says neighbors know my name. They have to by now. We got Kevin from Arizona tapping in. Lou, Delaware tapping in. We got Cool J, Langhorne tapping in. Texas in the house. Upper Darby. We got Phoenix, Arizona. I was just talking to some guy earlier today from Phoenix, Arizona. Big Rudd from Chicago. We got Ken Horse. We got 51st State of Canada. Okay. Richmond, VA in the house. Upstate New York. We got the North in the house. Originally from Philly, residing in NC. Yo, I love NC, man. Sometimes I consider NC my second home, man. Shout out to North Carolina. Let's see. Pete's has been a long season, RB. We're going to have it jumping like tip-off. Let's go. Gene says Greenland. Upsecond. Let's see. We got South Philly in the house. We got NJ in the house. Let's go. We got ATL in the house. We got Philippines in the house. Lancaster in the house. Let's go. How do we not have 160 likes right now, man? And let's get 20 more subscribers. Let's get it to 42.1K. We do this show every single game, man. Support the coverage. Support the coverage. We got another foul on the floor. We got Canton, Ohio in the chat. Lancaster. Damn, I caught some long ads when you were shouting out where we are all at. We're worldwide. Yes, we are, man. RB takes over. RB takes over. Takes a damn click, y'all. That's what I'm saying, Ryan Sprague. These people don't get it, man. These people don't want to help the show. They just want to be here for the free coverage. It's all good, though, man. It's all good. We give love to everybody. We give it back to everybody. 14-point lead for the New York Knicks. Here's Ricky Council going to chuck up a deep three. That one's off the mark. We're going to be doing some live streams in the offseason as well, where we just kind of kick back and talk about the team, what we expect to happen. We'll do call-in shows, all that type of stuff. So, look, that's why you guys got to turn on notifications, man. If you guys don't know how to turn on notifications, it literally takes like 2 seconds. You just go to the YouTube homepage where my channel's at, search up my channel. There should be a little bell icon once you subscribe. You'll see like a little bell image. Click that. And then you can turn on all notifications, which means every time we go live or drop a video, you guys are going to be notified. Also, if you want to stay up to date with Eagles coverage, I cover the Eagles over on A to Z Sports Philadelphia. Pete from Huntington Valley. What's up, Pete? Living in Florida. Shout out to Pete. Like I said, guys, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to push this content out to as many viewers as possible so we can grow our community. That's all I want to do, man. Second free throw is good for DeLon Wright. I've been appointed the Australian ambassador to Philly Take. Let's go, Tika. Yo, I got to take a trip out to Australia. We have a lot of Australian fans on this channel. I might have to take a trip out to Australia. Grimes going to step back, 3 ball short. Edwards picks up the board. 5:36 to go here in the second. Edwards lost it, tried to track it down, and couldn't pick it up. Sixers down by 15. 5.5 to play here in the first half. I promise it's going to get better, guys. And next season, when the Sixers are in the playoffs again, I'm going to shout out every person that is in here during the dark times, man. I will remember every single one of you. I will come back to these live streams and I will remember who's in here right now and who's engaging in the chat. Dom says, I was thinking Sydney. Yeah, I might have to. Can't wait for the trivia on Eagles stuff. Pete says, you got me on your April Fool's post. Yo, I fooled everybody on that post, man. Instagram, Twitter, man, people were sharing it. They're like, oh my gosh, Paul George is gone. I'm sorry I had to fool you guys. You know where I got the inspiration from? Last year I put out an April Fool's post about Tobias Harris re-signing on a 3-year extension. People were so mad. It was hilarious. I had to do it again. Looks like we're going to have a double dribble on Quentin Grimes. So it's going to go back to the New York Knicks. The Sixers only have 31 points right now. If you guys have read anything today on social media, definitely double check the source, okay? Double check. Even the Milwaukee Bucks Twitter page put out a post saying, welcome back, Mike Budenholzer. Like, they're even the original, like, official pages are putting stuff out. So double check your sources today. Here's OG Anunoby, puts up a shot. Do we have another foul? Maybe he walked? I don't know what we're doing. So Alex Reese, Quentin Grimes, Lonnie Walker, Ricky Council, and Justin Edwards in the game. Grimes passed to Council, tapped out of bounds. It's crazy how the lowest ticket to get into this game tonight was $86, and the lowest ticket to get into a Sixers game is $2 right now. I told a family member that a ticket was $2. They said, you're kidding, right? I said, no, it's actually $2. Reese for 3. Cha-ching! The bartender! Drop it in the chat right now, the bartender. Let's go. Step back 2. That one goes for DeLon Wright. The Knicks only score when we score. Council puts it up off the window. Council lays it up and in on the second attempt. I think they gave it away. I was able to see the comments saying April Fools. Yeah, well, I had it in the comments section. I mean, I didn't want to draw it on too long. Here's OG Anunoby going to dribble, drive, float it up. Robinson shoved in the back by by Lonnie Walker. 160 people in the chat right now. Guys, get us to 200 likes. Do me a favor. Everybody spike that like button. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up. We do this every single game, man. Support our show. Support us. Cop some merchandise. Become a channel member. Or simply just pop into the chat, man. Support our sponsors. By supporting them, you support us. Shout out to National University. Yo, can we get some tank emojis in the chat? I haven't seen one all night. Where's my tank emoji at, man? Knicks fans, be honest in the chat. Do you guys really think the Knicks are going to make it past the Celtics and the Cavaliers? Be honest. I'll tell you what, there is a 0% chance. Actually, there's a 1% chance. And the 1% chance is if everybody on the Celtics gets injured. But that's not going to happen. Who do you guys think is going to be in the finals and who's going to win it? Let me know right now in the comments. Who's going to win the NBA Finals? Tell you what, if the Thunder end up winning the finals and then getting the Sixers draft pick, I will lose it. Like, I might actually lose the channel. Everything. Because I might break my camera. Here's Quentin Grimes, comes around a screen, finds Council. Council, the dribble, the drive. Ricky puts it up, short, and Bagley with the put-back slam. Yeah. Here's Landry Shamet with the throw. Going to find Anunoby, tapped away. Nice defense by Marcus Bagley. Yo, can we get Jared Brownridge to the NBA? I'm starting a campaign on Twitter. If you guys don't know who Jared Brownridge is, he has been with the Blue Coats for 8 years. He's 30 years old. He's like a G League legend. Can we get him up to the NBA for one game? Mikal Bridges drives in, floats it up, missed it, but Robinson going to tap it in. Here come the 76ers. Grimes going to step back, go behind the back. Grimes working against Anunoby, kicks it over to Ricky Council. 10 on the shot clock. Ricky through the legs. One bounce. Here's Grimes. Grimes inside. Bagley lays it up and in. 12-point game. 2:40 to play here in the first half. Let's see. Celtics repeat. Nuggets, Thunder, Cavs. We got a lot of different picks. I like that. Bridges going to step back. The 2-ball short. Knicks get it back again. Sixers have no rebounders ever. Anunoby drives in. Nice D by Grimes, but he's fouled. If the season ends tonight, the Knicks would face the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks in that series. Just being honest with you. My pick right now for the finals would probably be the Thunder and the Celtics if I had to just give like no context or anything, but I do think the Cavs can give the Celtics a run for their money. But we'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have another serious question for you guys. I know it's April Fool's. This is not an April Fool's question. Will you be watching the 76ers next season? Like, what will it take for you to get back interested and engaged with the 76ers? I know you guys show up, you listen to these live streams, you interact, and I appreciate that. But what will it take for you to really get excited about the 76ers? Give me one thing where you're like, all right, I'm excited, I'm bought in, I'm ready to go. What is, if you could only choose one thing to happen this offseason, what would it be? You could only pick one thing that happens this offseason. What would it be? That's actually a really good question now that I think about it. You can only have one change this offseason. What is it? I have like 6 answers that come to mind, but I don't know which one to pick. I don't know what I would pick. I think if I could have one wish this offseason, I think it would be for Josh Harris to sell the team to a competent owner. That's what I think I would say. John says, yes, 1,000% I'm watching now. If you're here now, you have to watch next year. Exactly. If you're here now, you got to lock back in, man. Yeah, I think if I had one wish, I would say Sixers sell the team to a competent owner. but it'll never happen. Another thing would obviously be a Paul George trade. Another thing could be Joel Embiid getting his knee right. Can we get a Joel Embiid update, by the way? Sixers, if you guys are playing this live stream in your little cute office, can we get an Embiid update? You could even DM me on a burner account. Can you just give me some intel on Joel Embiid? Like, is he going to Germany to get his knee reconstructed or, zapped with a magic wand? Like, can you just give me some info on Joel Embiid? I would like to know if our superstar center is going to be available in October. Please. You guys do realize that, right? You do realize that. Because I'm going to be very pissed off if Embiid doesn't get surgery for another month and they just stall it and then get surgery. Because then you're wasting recovery time. RJ, what's up, bro? He says, absolutely, game on the TV, RB on the phone. What's up, RJ? Shout out to the Fire Take Goat, man. Anybody that has the goat emoji's been a member for over a year. You guys are the real ones. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Sixers down by 13. Edwards lost it. Nobody went for it. Anunoby takes it all the way. Slams it down with the two-hander. Playing against the Sixers right now is like playing against practice dummies. Marcus Bagley going to find Grimes. Another steal by the Knicks. Here comes Robinson going all the way. Steps over. Slams it down. 17-point lead for the New York Knicks. Busy B said, I was going to say new management. That would be huge. Huge. Could they actually just do a full reset on everybody in the organization? Ricky was about to go up for a one-handed jam and he got hit midair. Grimes for a three. It's short. Bagley taps it in. Second time, gets it to fall. RJ7, member for 46 months. Let's go. He's been a member for almost 4 years. Anunoby, Robinson tried to tap it in. It goes out of bounds, and it's back to the Sixers. Let's see. MVP Embiid return is my pick. I think that's a solid choice. If you could pick Joel Embiid to come back 100%, I think that's a solid choice, but I just don't know if it'll happen. Here's another question, since we're having fun with this stuff. And by the way, we now have 200 people in the chat, which means we should be at 200 likes. So if you guys can do me a huge favor and help us push this content out while it's not going through the algorithm, hit the like button. Get us up to 200 likes. Thank you very much. Another question I have is, give me one wild prediction for this offseason. One bold take for this offseason. Edwards going to turn, spin, through it to the Sixers bench. Nobody was there ready for it. Give me one bold take, one wild prediction for this offseason. Busy B says the Nets winning last night definitely helped us. It really did. Nets won last night. If the Sixers lose tonight, they'll be up 2 games on Brooklyn and 1.5 games behind New Orleans. Here is Shamit. He's going to find DeLon Wright. 20 seconds to go here in the second. DeLon Wright going to turn, spin. Nice defense by Bona, but they left Robinson cutting wide open to the rim. I want a bold take in the chat. 8 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Here come the Sixers. The dribble, the drive. Edwards trying to find space. Goes up. He's blocked again. 1 second. Bridges half court heave. Oh, just a little tad short. And that'll take us to our halftime section of the show. We do this every single game all season long. Pre-game, live game, halftime live, post-game. We got you covered with all the news and the updates. So rather than going to our normal one word as we usually do, because we've been doing that all year, I want to know one bold take for the 76ers this offseason. It could be a signing. It could be a trade. It could be something out of the box. I want one bold take this offseason from every one of you in the chat. We are at 150 likes, so we're halfway to our goal of 300. If we get to 300, who knows? Maybe I'll spill some information. We'll see. Get us to 300 likes. Thank you for being a part of the Sixers Game Day live show presented by National University. Once again, check out National University. They have a new scholarship ongoing, and you can get up to $6,000. So check out National University by clicking the link. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your one bold prediction in the chat. I'm going to think of a bold prediction as well, and I'm going to give you mine. But also want to give a shout out to BetUS TV. Go follow them on all their socials. All right, check them out on IGX. Follow all their platforms and sites to get your daily sports coverage, news, and updates. Shout out to BetUS TV, rocking with us all season long. All right, man, let's think. Let's think. One bold prediction this offseason. One bold prediction this offseason. I don't want to say it because I feel like people are going to get mad, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's what RB does. He speaks the truth. You guys want to know my real bold take of the offseason? The 76ers get Joel Embiid. Let's just say they give us an update that he's going to get some type of rehabilitation procedure and that he'll most likely be ready for October, right? That's part number one. Part number two is Daryl Morey starts to open up the trade explorations from Paul George. And in a Daryl Morey-like move, instead of going younger, he calls up the Phoenix Suns, and he believes that the Sixers still have a window to optimize, and he trades Paul George, and he trades a couple young players, and he trades a future first-round pick to the Phoenix Suns and gets Kevin Durant, and he pairs Joel Embiid coming back from injury with Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, and Kevin Durant at 37. Is that how old he's going to be? 37, 38 years old. That's what I see. That's my bold take, man. Hopefully it's not Bradley Beal if that happens, but I could see Daryl Morey trading for Kevin Durant. And I could see KD wanting to pair up with Joel Embiid. KD wants out of Phoenix. That's my hot take. All right, let's see if anybody has a hot take in the chat. Trade Paul George for Zion Williamson. Oh! Zion, man, that's an interesting story right there. Let's see, what else? Grimes goes for 121 in a charity event against the owners. Wow. Okay. Daryl Morey gets fired. PG for KD. Let's see. Grimes gets a max contract. Yo, it would be so Sixers like. Yo, it'd be just like the Tobias Harris thing, man. You guys do realize, right, that Tobias Harris was probably getting offered like $23 million a year when he got signed. And the Sixers were like, oh, wait, Jimmy Butler left? We're going to give you a max contract. That is a good one. That is a good one. Grimes' highest offer is like $18 million a year, and the Sixers give him a max. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's funny. That's funny. Let's see. What else we got? Give me some hot takes. Let's see. PG stays. Joel gets traded. It's nice being a Knicks fan. Is that a hot take or what? Because, I mean, I don't know why you'd say that if you guys are about to get bounced in the playoffs. Let's see. Kevin Durant. Some people agree with me on the KD thing. RB's definitely right. They probably had the conversation already. Embiid retires. Trade Embiid is the most logical. Tired of all the trades and expecting the Sixers to do well. Embiid trade. Grimes 10-year max. Oh, man. Bold take, Joel joins the Ice Cube Big Three league. Daryl Morey actually trades for an elite role player. Okay. We got somebody on the positive side. Hot take, John Morant becomes a Sixer next year. Paul George to the Knicks. At least the Knicks make the playoffs, unlike the Sixers. Wow, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Guys making the playoffs. Hang it in the rafters, man. Put up a banner that says made the playoffs in 2024. Congratulations. I mean, sometimes I really wonder, like you guys got to think about what you're saying, man. You guys got to think about what you're saying. You guys make me laugh, bro. Sixers have 14 turnovers, by the way. Sixers get the #1 pick and Flag decides to stay another year at Duke. Oh, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Wait, who did the Knicks beat last year in the playoffs? Dude, you guys, it's like you guys want me to make you look like a fool. I don't want to make you look like a fool, man. I appreciate everybody coming in here, but come on, dude. The Knicks got upset by the Indiana Pacers, who were on a Cinderella run. Like, you guys can't be this stupid, man. You're bragging about a first-round series in which Joel Embiid was on 1 foot and dropped 50 on you just for you to barely squeak by because Tobias Harris dropped 0 in an elimination game. And then you lost to the Indiana Pacers. Like, you can't be serious, right? You can't be serious. This is why the Knicks haven't won since 1970, whatever it is, and the fans are still saying delusional crap like that. There's like, you can't make this up. You say the Sixers fans are delusional? Bro, this dude's in here bragging about a first-round series win. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. The Knicks missed their window because they choked on Game 7 of a second-round series against a weak Indiana team. And they are not getting back because they can't beat the Cavs. They can't beat the Celtics. And Joel Embiid still dropped 50 on him on one leg. And he had Bell's palsy. That's right, Bell's palsy. I didn't even know what that was till that series. But anyway, man, I'm still going to just be here and just keep doing my thing. But you guys make me laugh, bro. Appreciate y'all in the comments. We're halfway to 200 likes. Get us there, man. Appreciate all the members, all the mods. We got this chat rocking and rolling, baby. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll get ready for the second half. But I need everybody to drop the tank emojis. Members, drop those tankathon emojis. All my channel members, drop those tank-a-thon emojis because we are in full tank effect. The Sixers only had 16 points in the second quarter. Sixers only had 16 points in the second quarter. RB selective memory. Where's the selective memory? You talking about me or the Knicks fans? All right, man. We will be back. We will be back. Just a moment. Members, drop those tankathon emojis. Let's go. Let's go. That's a fact, Dom. We do make this tank thing look good. Let's get it rocking and rolling, man. We'll be back in just a moment. Second half coming up. right, man, we are back. We are back. Second half coming up. Sixers trail by 17 in the Tankathon. Hope everybody is out there doing well, man. One leg, half a face, drops 50, and then goes home. Don't forget that part. Once again, Knicks fans are acting like the Knicks didn't go home. Did the Knicks win last year? No. Do you guys not realize that? I mean, how delusional can you be? I mean, I could slap it across your face. I could tell you it says gullible on the ceiling, but damn, dude. I mean, my gosh, you guys went home in the next series against the Pacers. Are you really proud of that? Are you proud of a second round? Oh my gosh, man. No wonder that franchise never does anything either. Oh, man. Didn't y'all choke to a play-in team against the Hawks when y'all had the first seed? Listen, I can admit what the Sixers did. Knicks fans, though, they're acting like they won the championship last year. It's pretty funny. I don't think they came into the league until after that season. Do you not realize we beat the Sixers? And then you went home. First round series, unless you want to hang that up in the banners. Guess we got to hang that up in the banners. What a sad fan base. Edwards floats it up and in. That's how we start off quarter number 3. Got to celebrate another team beating us because y'all couldn't. Beating. Knicks went home, but we still went y'all home. Something y'all can't say. That doesn't even make sense, bro. All right, I'm done reading those comments because they're idiotic. Just like their fans. And the funniest thing is they're in a Sixers live stream, bro. Because I tell them the truth. I tell them the truth, man. There's Lonnie Walker going to drive, dump it down. Bona floats it up and in. Sixers with back-to-back buckets here to start off quarter number 3. Here's DeLon Wright going to find OG Anunoby into the paint and dumps it off. Robinson goes up, tried to slam it down off the rim. Sixers get it back. Grimes all the way, up and in. Grimes is down holding his wrist. He's going to get up, though. No Nick creator is talking about the Sixers. I don't care what they're talking about. I'm talking about the Sixers, and Knicks fans are in my chat. Y'all are in my chat. You got a bunch of Knicks channels. You're in my chat, bro. It's okay. I get it. I tell you guys the truth. Let's go. Like I said, bro, I win regardless. $5 super chat, Riaz. What's up, bro? Thanks for being here, my guy. What's up, Riaz? RB, let's say if we end up out of the top 6, where do you think Morey goes? Is it run it back next year with ancillary moves and a healthy Jared McCain? It's a good question. You know, Riaz, I think, honestly, if they can't trade Paul George and they don't get a top 6 pick, honestly, You might be onto something there. They might look at the whole situation, even though the fans won't buy into it at that point and they have a decision to make. I mean, yeah, they might end up running it back because they have no other options. And they might say, well, we got hurt more than any other team in NBA history, and we're just going to run it back. So maybe. Maybe. It's a good question, though. Good question. So I guess we got a timeout. Maybe they're looking at Grimes. Who knows? Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live show presented by National University. Yeah, I'm done responding to these Knicks fans. Busy bee. They're hanging banners for first round series. They're weird fans. This is why we're one of the best fan bases out there. We are here in these times. Exactly. We don't give up on our teams, man. Say that again, RB. Sixers Game Day Live show. Exactly. The Sixers Game Day Live show. Y'all heard it first, man. Y'all heard it first. Kyle Lowry's over here trying to coach Quentin Grimes. Kyle, just retire, man. Just call it a game. Call it a season. Call it a career. His knees are probably swelled up at this point anyway. Here's OG Anunoby going to cross over, dribble, drive, belts into Grimes. Sixers take it away. Up the floor, Edwards, Butler. Tried to feed it back to Edwards, and he threw it to nobody. Stolen away. Here come the New York Knicks. Hard up the floor, going to find Anunoby. Anunoby dribbles, drives, puts it up. Got it, and one. What a play by OG Anunoby. So OG's got 20, Mitch with 14, DeLon Wright with 10. Free throw no good. Here come the Sixers. Justin Edwards at the top. He's going to dribble, drive, float it up. Edwards can't get it to fall. Knicks pick up the board. Here's DeLon Wright going to hand it off to OG Anunoby in the corner. OG going to cross over, drive, kick it back. Josh Hart to the corner. Here's the dribble, the spin. DeLon Wright against Lonnie Walker. Trying to go one-on-one, break him down. Trying to find some space. Great defense by Lonnie. DeLon Wright fades for two, and that's way off. Big defensive stop there by Lonnie Walker. Knicks shooting 43.5% from the field. Sixers at 40.9%. Here's Lonnie Walker going to dribble in, kick it over to Bona. Here is Lonnie for three. Got it. Off the turnaround, spin fade for three. And suddenly the Sixers have cut it down to 13. Here's DeLon Wright going to find OG Anunoby at the top. Anunoby around his screen. He's going to step back deep two. OG can't get it to fall. Robinson trying to tap it in a couple times. They're going to say offensive interference. He touched it above the rim. So it's going to go back to Philly again. Riaz is a guy I work with in Cleveland. Bet me $100. Cavs versus the field. Should I take the field? Yeah, I think you should. I think you should, honestly. Here's Butler coming around a screen, swings it to the corner, and almost stolen away, but it goes out of bounds, staying with Philly. 8:23 to go here in the third. Edwards at the top. He's going to inbound to Grimes. Grimes at the top. Dribbling, driving, downhill. Puts it up full head of steam. That one off the mark. Knicks get it back. Robinson. And it's going to be a kick ball. Bridges is going to find Hart. Here's DeLon Wright, 9 on the shot clock. Up to Joshua Hart, guarded by Jared Butler. Hart coming around his screen. Going to dribble with the left. Pull up. Mid-range. Can't get it to fall. And Robinson fouled Bono on the rebound. So it's a 13-point game. 8 minutes to go here in the third. .747 to play in this third quarter. Lonnie Walker at the top. He comes around a screen. Going to dribble. Drive. One bounce. Bona puts it up, and he is fouled en route to the basket. So the Sixers' young cats starting to build a little momentum in this game. Knicks suck, man. Just put us away already, so we don't have to worry about winning. We're not even trying, and we're cutting a lead. First free throw going to be missed by Adem Bona. By the way, this is the Knicks' depth. Once their stars got hurt, you know, these guys are playing. This is literally their bench. So, like I said, they have no role players at all. They're down bad. Knicks at the top. Bridges coming around a high screen. Pulls it up. High post. Got it to fall. Mikal Bridges puts the Knicks back up 14, and then they steal the inbound. DeLon Wright missed the layup, though. He couldn't finish it off. Sixers get it back. Here's Lonnie Walker up to Jared Butler. Butler going to dribble, drive, float it up. Bona high soaring. Couldn't finish it off. Knicks get it back. Hart running the floor. Goes all the way. Tried to flail. He tried to flail and draw a foul. No can do. Going back the other way. Sixers basketball. Nick Nurse with a timeout. So we got 7:07 to go here in the third quarter. 65-51. Welcome into the Sixers Game Day Live show. We do it every single game. You're not finding coverage like this anywhere else. Not even on TV, man. Because we give you the pregame show, the live game show, the halftime show, and the postgame show as well. We give it all to you in one single live stream. And the best part is you don't have to pay a dime for it. Now, you could definitely support us, man, with, you know, channel memberships or super chats or by becoming a member or copping some merch, but you don't have to, of course. Just appreciate you guys being here. Karen says, love your play-by-play skills, RB. You've got this. Keep it up. Thank you, Karen. Shout out to Karen. Riaz says, did you say you went to Rutgers? Do you want to see Harper in a Sixers uniform? He looks like the real deal. Yeah, I went to Rutgers, and I'm mad that I couldn't have got up to watch one of the games this year because I was busy, but do I want Harper in a Sixers uniform? No, I don't. I don't want any more guards on this team. I don't want any more guards on this team, especially if they re-sign Grimes. I just don't see a point. I'm not saying that Dylan Harper's not going to be a good player, but my pecking order right now, if I had to pick, it would be Cooper Flagg, of course, number 1. And it would be Ace Bailey, number 2. And if those guys are off the board, honestly, I'm not drafting Dylan Harper. I'm not drafting VJ Edgecombe. I'm not drafting Trey Johnson. I'm taking a big. If you can't get Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey, I'm getting a big. Sorry. Or I'm trading the pick and getting something. We need forwards and bigs, rebounders, length, size, shooting. Every year I come in to the season. I'm like, the Sixers don't have a power forward. Get me a big. So that's where I'm at. And I'm really hoping that Jared McCain can come back full recovery next year and look the same, because he was on an absolute tear. He looked like the man. He looked like the man. Shout out to my guy Dom Boyle for dropping the links. Dom knows how to moderate, man. Shout out to my guy Dom. Karen says, we appreciate you. Busy Bee says, Knicks are trash. RB, are the Knicks losing to the Pistons in the first round? If they play them, I don't know if they would lose to them, but I think this series would go 6 or 7 maybe. Might go 7 games. And who knows? Who knows? Probably not with the foul baiter, but there's Quentin Grimes going down the hill, finds Butler down to Bona in the post. Oh, he got Robinson on the pump fake. Nice play by Adem Bona. You got to give Bona credit. He's been subbed in, subbed out. Adem Bona is a freaking young stud. He's going to continue to be a good piece for this team. Bridges arcs one right over him. Here come the Sixers down the other way. Justin Edwards, who I think is going to be another good piece for this team. Shout out to Justin Edwards and the strides he's made this season. It's crazy how in 2 straight years, the Sixers have had an undrafted player look like an actual piece. Bone is going to send a backside into DeLon Wright, knocks him over, and it's going to be a turnover on the dribble handoff. Remember in July when the Sixers won the offseason by signing PG and Maxey was going to be All-NBA? Dude, Keith, you're getting weird, dude. Just because the Knicks aren't going anywhere in the playoffs. We could bring up takes that people have said for the last 10 years. I don't think anybody expected the whole Sixers roster to get injured for 80 games, but whatever you want to say, champ. Like I said, you're a Knicks fan in a Sixers live stream celebrating, what, a regular season win? Just know I'm going to live stream the Knicks playoffs, and I hope you come back. And I'll be here for you to apologize when the Knicks get bounced in the playoffs, because I'm telling you it's going to happen, right? Like, trying to save you the shame of it. I'm going to let you know how bad the Knicks fans are going to be when they get bounced in the second round. It's going to be beautiful. Honestly, they might get swept now that I think about it. They're going to get swept by Boston. It's going to be pretty funny, too. Jared Butler going to dribble drive. Jared stops on a dime, drives into the paint, goes up, reverse slay, got it to fall. Wasn't that your take? Yeah, it was my take. Just like I said that Mikal Bridges was a good trade, and apparently I was wrong about that too, because the Knicks are screwed for the next 5 years. Knicks beating us with third-string bench players, and we suck. Dude, are you guys serious right now? All right, this is why I can't keep looking at the chat, man. There's no way that's a real take. There's no way that's a real take. We got to have like some AI bots in here or something. We are purposely trying to lose this game. And we're still down by 10 points. Anunoby can't hit the 3. Yeah, I'm not looking back at the chat till we hit 200 likes. I can't deal with it, bro. There's no way that these are real comments. Robinson at the top, and he's fouled. We're not even going to the play-in. There's no way these are real comments. Jamie said, Little Keith getting known. That's hilarious. Yo, shout out to Yabu rocking the Phillies hat. That's another fraudulent team, the New York Mets. Let's not get into that, though. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Here's Achua going to turn, spin, go up against Alex Reese. They're going to call a foul. Foul on Alex Reese. Dude, that's a nice Phillies hat. He's got roses coming out of it. That's fire. Look at Kelly Oubre. Yo, Kelly Oubre always sticks out like a damn sore thumb. You can spot Kelly Oubre from a mile away. Yo, what kind of free throw is that, Achua? Look at these Phillies fans in MSG taking over. Robinson wasn't fouled. The refs baby the crap out of them. Yeah, because they whine and cry every game. They're the biggest crybabies in the NBA. Second free throw is off. That was an ugly free throw attempt. Jared Butler up top, going to cross over, dribble, drive. Butler falls to the ground, and he's fouled by Mikal Bridges. Yo, Steph Curry's got 32 points at halftime. 8 3-pointers. Holy crap. Steph is insane, man. Kyle Lowry back in the game. Pump fake, shoots it up, and he's fouled. Kyle Lowry back and chugging, baby. Shout out to Kyle. Kyle. We got 171 likes. Get us up to 200 likes. Once we get to 200, I'll start reading the chat again. There's Lonnie Walker at the top. He's going to dribble, drive, go up all the way. Lonnie. 7-point game. We're trying to lose the game. And the Knicks won't let us lose because they stink. Landry Shamet going to find Josh Hart. Dribbles into the paint. Hart, one bounce. Achua. You notice how when I asked Knicks fans that question earlier of can they actually beat the Celtics or Cavs, not one of them said a damn thing. Because they know the truth, man. They know their team's getting bounced, so it's only a matter of time. Here's a one bouncer to Achua. Floats it up. No time on the shot clock. It's off. Yo, can the Sixers chill? They got to lower the bar against this team. Lowry, Jared Butler. This is like the closest a Sixers game has been this late in the game in months. Butler floats it up. Can't get it to fall. Reese the rebound. Here's Lonnie again. Gonna dribble, drive, floats it up and in. It's a 5-point game. Here's Mikal Bridges, drives into the paint, turns, spins, kicks it back. Shamet a three. Thank you, Landry. Thank you, Landry Shamet. You got to do work because Mikal Bridges apparently can't. How many points does he have? 9 points. Bridges has 9 points. That's the guy he traded 5 first-round picks for. He's got 9 points. Mikal Bridges might be the frickin'... Was he 4 for 14? Yeah, dude, that's literally Tobias Harris stat lines, man. Mikal Bridges might literally be the Larry Bird of Tobias Harris's. 5 first-round picks. The guy's 4 for 14. That's insane. Guys are getting cooked by Kyle Lowry, who hasn't played in 3 months, and a bartender. Oh, man. That's funny. That is funny. Funny thing is that Grimes would have been the best bench player on their team, and they got rid of him. Why? Because of what I told you earlier, how their coach is stubborn and he doesn't know how to coach. Just like an old coach that we used to have. 2:35 to go here in the third. Kolek back in the game. He throws it away too. Quentin Grimes going to have a steal and a slam. Back to a 5-point game again. Knicks are so bad. Pretty comical. Kolek coming around a screen, dribbles into the paint, turns, spins, kicks, Bridges for three. Finally hits one. Finally hit one, man. About time, Mikhail. Yo, these playoff live streams are going to be amazing. We're going to watch the demise of the New York Knicks. Art flies down the floor, blows by the bartender, up and in. 10-point game, 1:50 to go here in the third. Ricky going to dribble, drive all the way up with the left. He answers. Kolek going to find Achua, drives to the lane, smacked away. It's out of bounds, staying with New York. Three-ball Shamet. Yeah. What a shot by Landry Shamet. Knicks needed that. Quentin Grimes going to dribble, step back. Grimes another two, off the mark. Knicks get it back. Mikal Bridges coming around a screen, 1:05 to play here in the third. Bridges swings it back, and he turns it over again. 5 first-round picks. One minute to go here in the third. We got a timeout on the floor. Like I said, guys, I'll start reading the chat once we get back to 200 likes, man. Hit the thumbs up button. Get us to 200. Let's go. Mikal Bridges is currently up to 5 for 15. He's got 1 rebound, 12 points, and 4 assists. Yeah, he's literally the Larry Bird of Tobias Harris's. How you getting outscored by Landry Shamet? Secret Underdog the Gamer in the building. Gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go! Let's go, Secret. Welcome in, man. Saw the big green message pop up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here all season, man. Mod Squad, my guy Dom's holding it down for you, though. All right, we got 1 minute to go here in the third quarter of the Sixers Game Day live show. Welcome in. And we got one more quarter. This is where the Sixers will hopefully implode and make it easy for us. Quentin Grimes coming around the screen, swings it back. Alex Reese for 3. Oh, the bartender. The bartender! Bartender! Sixers 5 for 21 from 3 on the night. And they're still only down by 8. Bridges 1 bounce to Shamet. Back down low to Hart. Achua. Yo, you see this defense right now by the Sixers? This is crazy. 3-ball Shamet. It's off the mark. Sixers might actually be locking them up right now. Kyle Lowry working against Tyler Kolek. 7 on the shot clock. 6 seconds separating game and shot clock. Lowry around a screen. He's going to dribble in, go under the rim, kick it back. Council high up in the air. Can't get it to fall. Knicks get it back. 2, 1. Hart. Did he get it off in time? Looks like it was close. He laid it up at the last second. They're going to say it counts for now. But it looks like we're going to go to the review table and see if he got it off. Let's see. Yep, looks like it was out of his hands. So Josh Hart going to have the buzzer beater. So it'll be a 10-point game as we go to the fourth. That might honestly be the closest gap we've had in a fourth quarter start in months. But nonetheless, man, it's a 10-point game, 80-70. Feels like a game in the 1990s right now. All my channel members, do me a favor in the chat. Drop the tank-a-thon emojis as the tank continues. The Nets won last night. Sixers are about to go up 2 games on them if they can hold on here. And they'll be a game and a half behind the Pelicans. Drop the tank emojis in the chat. Before we hop into the fourth quarter, I got to let you guys know that this one is brought to you by National University. Ladies and gentlemen, National University is a nonprofit accredited university offering flexible online schooling. They have a 50-plus year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. They have the most comprehensive degree and program offerings in the U.S. for working and non-traditional students. And they awarded $50 million plus in scholarships last year. Right now, if you click the link in the live chat, it's also pinned in the live chat, you can check out their newest scholarship. The Believe in Yourself, Succeed in Your Future scholarship is a needs-based scholarship that will provide annual funding throughout your degree program as long as you maintain eligibility requirements. National University is committed to making higher education accessible to all out there, no matter your background or financial circumstances. The Believe and Succeed scholarship is designed to help dedicated students overcome financial obstacles and stay on track towards earning a quality degree. This scholarship supports your journey towards personal growth, professional success, and a brighter future. So go ahead and check out that newest scholarship opportunity with National University. You can go to school from the comfort of your own home. Learn more by clicking the link right now in the live chat. All right, man, fourth quarter coming up. We're ready to rock and roll. One more quarter in this baby, man. And then after that, we'll have 6 games left. Oh, man. We'll be a game and a half behind the frickin' Pelicans if they can lose this. They outscored the Knicks in the third quarter by 7 points. Here's Achua, drives, floats it up, and in. 12-point game. Kyle Lowry going to find Lonnie Walker coming around a screen. Lonnie steps back, finds the bartender. Alex Reese dribbling, driving up with the right hand. Got the bounce. Back to a 10-point game. Kolek up at the top, coming around a screen. Going to use it. Dribble, drive against Alex Reese. Goes up, missed it. Achua, the tap in, no good. 10-point game with a chance to cut it even more. Lonnie Walker fumbled it, coughed it up. Here come the Knicks, 3-on-2. Achua dribbles, drives, dumps it. Bridges lays it up and in. Kyle Lowry guarded by Tyler Kolek. Kyle Lowry returning for the first time in 2 months tonight. Here's Lonnie Walker going to cross over, drive, go baseline, one bounce. Lowry for 3. Oh, it bounced around and fell just out. 10:25 to play. Shamet, the sidestep, the 3 ball. He got it.
He's on fire.
Landry Shamet, the former Sixer, knocks it down. Here's Alex Reese, guarded up top by Achua. He's going to hand it off to Ricky. Ricky from deep. Oh, and another one rims out. Another one rims out. $15-point lead for the New York Knicks. Kolek kicks it out. Here's Anunoby from the corner. It's off. Guys, we have 188 likes. We need 12 more. Get us to 200. Get us to 200. Ricky under the basket. Ricky makes it a 13-point game. Here's Kolek again, running the pick, and throws the Bridges out of bounds again. Dude, the Knicks are not making this easy, are they? The Knicks are not making this easy. Knicks just can't be good, can they? Just put us away, man. We're asking you to put us away. Here's Jared Butler going to hand it off to Ricky. Back to Jared Butler. Butler at the top. Butler back to Ricky Council. 8 on the shot clock. Ricky going to step back with the left hand. Oh, Ricky trying to get busy. He gets double team. Puts it up. It's short. Nobody went for the rebound. Knicks get it by default. OG drives all the way. Slams it down on Lonnie Walker. He's going to be fouled. It's an and one. Even that got PJ Tucker up off his seat on the bench. Nice play by OG Anunoby. That was a bad decision by Lonnie Walker to even try to go up on that. You're too small compared to OG Anunoby. All right, guys, we need 10 more likes. Get us to 200. Once again, shout out to our great members in the chat. Sixer Nation, do me a favor. Drop some blue and red in the chat. Let's get that blue and red flying into the chat, man. There's a 3-ball from Jared Butler. Too much sauce on it. Sixers get the board, though. Lonnie, the dribble, the drive, the float. Too much on it again. Knicks up by 16 points. Here's OG. Swings it over to Kolek. Kolek at the top. Coming around a screen. Finds Anunoby driving downwards. And Anunoby is fouled. Let's go drop that blue and red in the chat, ladies and gents. Let's get us to 200 likes now. We need 9 more. Secret Underdog the Gamer becoming a channel or gifting a channel membership. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Thank you to the real one supporting the chat, man. Appreciate it. Dang, some dude at the Atlanta Hawks game got hurt during the halftime celebration. I think my man tore his ACL. That's crazy. Jared Butler going to drive, float one up off the back iron. Bona taps it up. No can do. Rolls off the railing. Here's OG in the post. 8 minutes to play. OG. Drop step. Achua gets blocked. Philip Wheeler's in the game now. Yo, Philip Wheeler always has a different hairdo, man. Kolek at the top, coming around a screen. Kolek going to dribble, drive, wing it out to the corner. Shamit wide open, the triple, no good. $5 super chat, Brian Pumper. Thank you, sir. He says, yo, who the heck is number 65? Yo! Lonnie at 3, it's short. Yo, don't disrespect my boy like that. Chat. Let him know who number 65 is, man. Let him know who number 65 is. Say it with me. The bartender. How dare you disrespect the bartender like that? It's my guy, Alex Reese. Kolek from 3. Off again. Yo, the Sixers only have 74 points, man. Don't disrespect the bartender like that. Are you crazy? Here's Philip Wheeler. Going to dribble, drive, go up. Not even close. Kolek going to kick it out to the opposite corner. Shamit another 3. Shamit is cooking. Shamit's cooking, man. Oh, that's a nasty spill for this guy at the Hawks game. My guy slipped on a wet spot. That is crazy. That's crazy, man. Yo, Landry Shamit, former Sixer Landry Shamit is cooking, man. Sixers lost the Tobias Harris, Landry Shamet trade. We need 7 more likes. Get us to 200. Shout out to my loyal members, man. My moderators, you guys are amazing, man. Appreciate you all so much. You guys are the best. We do this every single game, man. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. Yo, this guy, I'm telling you, man, at the Hawks game, he was like in the halftime thing. I guess he had to like make a layup as quick as he could. And he slipped on a wet spot and his legs came out from under him. And then he was just holding his knee. Bro, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. Karen says, got to check the roster on my Sixers app. Hardly recognize the players out there. Garland, what's going on, man? What's up, Garland? Another channel member. Appreciate you being here. Riaz, what's up? Yeah, the Sixers are trying to manage. Sixers are trying to manage the two-way eligibility for these guys and the 10-day eligibility. So, you know, they're only playing guys certain games. Like Jeff Doughton only has like 2 games remaining. Jalen Hood-Schifino only has like 4 games remaining. So they're trying to like manage it for the final 6 or 7. They're doing it perfectly, honestly. They're doing it perfectly. Worst team in the league with 3 max players don't make videos on us. Well, first off, I'll make a video on whatever the hell I want to make a video on because apparently you're still watching it. And number 2, your team's a bunch of frauds. The Sixers have been getting blown out by 40 points every night, and they just kept it close until 8 minutes in the game. So I'll say it, and I'll say it again. The New York Knicks are fraudulent. They're going to get bounced in the playoffs, and I'm going to be here laughing my butt off when it happens. But thank you for your suggestion. It's just not happening. Let's go, man. Hit the thumbs up. We need 1 more like. Get us to 200. Kolek, Shamet in the corner. Missed it short. Looked like he was fouled. They didn't call it, though. Here's Justin Edwards going to pump fake dribble into the paint, and he walked. And he walked. We got 200 likes in the chat. Drop the yes, sirs. It's about time to wake them up. Oh, they're going to be pissed at this one. They're going to be mad. I need everybody dropping them yes, sirs in the chat. Let's go. Anunoby going to cross over, dribble, drive. Anunoby into the paint, and he's fouled again. I think Bona might be fouled out. Or does he have 5? He's either got 5 or 6. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Long story short, the neighbors were messing with our Wi-Fi, man. But we're back. We're back and we're better. We're here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, for all my mods in the chat, I see you guys talking about stuff. Listen, man, all you got to do is time people out if they're being disrespectful. You don't got to hide anybody. I'll hide people if they're too crazy, but you're allowed to time people out. That's what you're supposed to do as a moderator. You're supposed to keep the links flowing in the chat, encourage people to like the show, all that, you know? Drop our links in the chat, right? Our membership link, our Discord, our merch store. our social medias, all of it. Not all the time, though, you know, periodically. But that's what the mods are supposed to do. Keep us clean in the chat. Keep some organization. And yeah. I need mods who are going to be on top of it, you know. We're going to keep y'all going. Let's go, man. We got a colorful chat in here, man. Shout out to the members. You guys are holding it down tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, they said that our streams were going to be dry like a freaking summer day at the end of the season. That's what they said. But yo, we still got almost 200 people in here with absolutely nothing to watch for, because that's the point of a community. We have the best community in the world. Let's go. I'm cooking tonight, man. I'm cooking tonight. They need to put me on the floor tonight. I'd be hitting threes like Landry Shamet out here. Five minutes to go in this ball game. Sixers only have 76 points. Maybe it is a sign or something. Knicks score another one. Now it's 99-76. Yo, the Sixers really have this down to a science. The Sixers really have this down to a science, bro. It's insane. They do this every game on purpose. Lonnie for three. Off again. Yo, the Sixers are about to be 30 games under 500. That's crazy, man. Drop the 30s in the chat, man. I never thought I'd say drop the 30s in the chat for this reason. But drop the 30s in the chat, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers are only going to be a game and a half behind the Pelicans. Grimes for a deep two. Yes, sir. They're going to call it a three, though. Let's see. Top Shot, Tesla gifting a Philly take membership. Let's go. Top Shot, Tesla. Let's freaking go, man. Knicks lead it by 22. Top Shot, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. $2 super chat. Top Shot Tesla. Thank you, sir. Hold on, I'll read it in a second. Grimes a three. That one's missed. It's 103-81. Grimes the cut. Got it under the rim. And one. Yes, sir. Top Shot Tesla, $2 super chat. RB more serious with the mods than the Sixers organization. Put me in charge, man. Top Shot, put me in charge, man. Let's go. 200 likes in the chat. We got the chat cooking right now. Get us to 300. Guys, we got a big post-game show coming up because we're about to now break down the odds for the fourth spot, man. The Sixers are coming for the Pelicans. Yo, we got this down to a science. Yo, drop the 30s in the chat, man. Drop the 30s in the chat. I can't believe I'm saying it for what I'm saying it for, but wow. Wow. Dude, the Sixers are about to be 30 games under 500. Remember when we were almost getting back to 500 in the first quarter of the season, or kind of the second quarter of the season. Wow. Remember that, man? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what anybody says, man. We have been powering through the entire season. I'm RB. I cover the Sixers every day. This show has been amazing all season long. We've been giving you the coverage every single game, and we're not stopping till the final buzzer goes off. Best community in the world, man. Let's go. All season long. RB, the Pelicans have a ridiculously hard schedule to finish the season, which sucks. Well, they play the Bucks twice. They play the Heat. They play the Thunder, who are going to be resting players in the last game of the season. So, to be quite honest with you, do I think they can win 2 more games? Maybe. Even though they shut their guys down. Ladies and gentlemen, post-game show coming up. We got a celebration. Not exactly, but, you know, see what happens. People that have been tuning in all season, you guys are champions, man. Thank you for being here and helping me through this tough season as the Knicks turn it over. 103-84. Sixers essentially only beat the Hornets this season. Yo, that's another funny part of the Sixers season, man. We played the Hornets 4 times in a month. Oh, man. Bagley going to dribble in, float it up, missed it, gets his own board, taps it in. We're not even going to hit 90 points, maybe. Congratulations, Knicks. You got your win. Barely. Going to the chip, right? Ricky Council going to find Alex Reese. Here's Philip Wheeler. Philip Wheeler misses the layup. Busy B dropping the W's in the chat. This pretty much is like a W, honestly. This pretty much is like a W. I think we should play the song, man. I think we should play the song, man. This is another W. Nice layup by Council. Other 3 missed by Shamet. 105-88. 120 to play. Ricky lays it up. I mean, dunks it. 90 points. Kolek going to hand it off. Here's some other Joe Schmo in the game. Joe Schmo going to drive, float it up. Can't hit the layup. Ricky gets it back. 1 minute to play. And we got a foul down the other end. Ricky's going to go to the line. Kevin McCullough Jr., that is, who got the foul. RB, as a content creator, do you ever listen to the other local guys who cover Sixers on YouTube? Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm cool with a lot of them, man. We talk behind the scenes a lot about, content, things like that. They're good guys, man. So I definitely have a relationship with them. Let's go, man. Winding it down here at MSG. It's a 14-point game. Kolek, the layup, he missed it. Sixers get it back. Post-game show coming up. Three ball, no good. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Sixers have lost their 9th consecutive game. The 76ers are now 1.5 games behind the Pelicans. They are now 30 games under 500. Apparently the New York, or not the New York Knicks, the Golden State Warriors are going crazy. Steph Curry is apparently getting close to breaking an NBA record. Stephen Curry has 11 threes in the third quarter. Holy smokes, bro. He needs 4 more to break the NBA record, and they're in the third quarter. Wow. Wow. Shout out to the members, the mods. Appreciate y'all, man. Hold on. I see it in the chat. I need everybody drop the play the songs, man. Play the song. The tankathon continues. They can't tank like us. Can't tank like us. Can't tank like us. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Sixers are cooking. Cooking with gas. Let's go, man. Steph is going crazy right now. Somebody keep a Steph Curry counter in the chat as we go into the postgame. Shout out to the game day partners, man. I want to give one more shout out to BetUS TV. Shout out to BetUS TV. Go follow all their socials and their sites. Go follow their platforms, man. Stay up to date with your daily sports news, content, and coverage over on BetUS TV. Go check them out. Yo! We got a fun post game to talk about, man. We have a fun post game show to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh. Sixers are doing it. They're doing it. Shout out to National University. Go check out their new scholarship information. Appreciate everybody in the chat supporting us. Thank you to all the people that gifted memberships. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you. We have the best community, man. They said we wouldn't have anybody in here at the end of the season because the games didn't matter. Well, our chat's still flowing. That's what we do. Pre-game, live game, and post-game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to see y'all back here in a couple minutes. I need somebody to keep the Curry counter going in the chat. Yeah, mods, you guys drop the Discord link, man. See, the thing about these Knicks fans is they're all little fraudulents. They're not going to call in because they're scared to step up to the plate. They're going to talk behind their keyboard, you know, pizza grease and Monster juice and all this stuff. They don't want to call in, bro. They don't want to face me. That's what they do, man. All right, man. We're going to talk about the Tankathon odds coming up. We're going to talk about a lot more. Sixers are doing it. They're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. They are doing it. We have 6 games to go, and they might actually do it. Congratulations to the Knicks on their championship tonight. We'll be back for the postgame. We got a lot to talk about. Stay locked and loaded. We'll be back. Yeah. Welcome on in again to another edition of the Sixers Postgame live show here on Philly Take with RB, the postgame show presented by our newest partner over at Bird Dogs. Shout out the Bird Dogs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers do it again. They get absolutely plastered by the New York Knicks. Well, in fact, they kept it close. They kept it close closer than they keep most games, I would say. I mean, it got to the fourth quarter, 10 minutes left, 9, 8. They were still in it, and they were still in it with 8 minutes left because, well, the New York Knicks have no depth, which we'll talk about. But Sixers lose again. They've now lost 9 in a row. Hold on, can you say with me 30 games under 500? 30 games under 500 is crazy. But nonetheless, we're here. That's what the season is, and that's where we're at. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in. If you are tuning in on YouTube right now, we do this after every single Sixers game. And while everybody else may have quit on this team, I'm not going anywhere. I do it all season. Pregame, live game, postgame coverage. Welcome into the postgame show. If you're listening back on a podcast platform, go ahead and rate us, subscribe to us, comment, share it. Share it with a friend, a family member. You know what to do, man. Help us continue to grow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers lose 105-91. And we've gotten to the point here on these postgame shows where, we don't really talk much about the game. We'll talk about the Tankathon odds. We'll talk about, what the Sixers need to do here in these final 6 games. But, ladies and gentlemen, they might actually be doing it. They might actually do it. Could you imagine if they can get up to the number 4 spot? Can you imagine if the Sixers can actually pull this off? I'm going to tell you exactly what they need to do, how they need to do it. We're also going to talk about why the New York Knicks are fraudulent, just because I want to talk a little bit about the game. But I want to know from you guys in the chat. Let me know down below right now. Are the 76ers going to surpass the New Orleans Pelicans for the number 4 Tankathon spot? Because we've been talking about this for months now. And we've been wondering, can they get up past the Raptors? Can they get up past the Nets? Well, with tonight's game, not only did they give themselves more cushion against the Nets, but they're inching up to the Pelicans for the number 4 spot. Can they do it? Can they do it? Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Before I give you my breakdown and my thoughts on it, I got to give a shout out to our newest partner here on the post-game show. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some love in the chat for our newest partner at Bird Dogs. All right, you guys got to check this out. I need to tell you about Bird Dogs because they are a men's clothing brand. And they're known for their innovative products. And honestly, they're changing the landscape because I want all my fellas out there to take a second. And I want you to think about every pair of khaki shorts that you own or khaki pants or, dress pants or whatever. They're all the same. Like, aren't you tired of buying the same old product? It's such a traditional product line, a traditional catalog. It never changes, right? It's the same old thing. Well, with Bird Dogs, they have completely revamped the product line. So they sent me a few pairs of their khaki shorts. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. These right here are the best khaki shorts that I've ever worn. They are breathable. They are smooth. They're lightweight. They're stretchable. I mean, these bad boys, you can use them for anything. You could take a nice lady on a hot date. You could go play golf. You could show up to work, go to school. It doesn't matter. You can use them for anything. The versatility is crazy. I don't want to ever take them off. They're so comfortable. You need to check them out. So for all my fellas, man, these shorts will instantly upgrade your wardrobe. And hey, if you're a lady out there, buy them as a gift for your guy. They're the perfect gift. And for a limited time, if you go to birddogs.com and use the code PhillyTake with your order, they'll actually give you one of these bad boys. Free hat, completely free, courtesy of them being a partner of the show. So get this free hat. Go check out their stuff over on birddogs.com. This thing's pretty clean, man. Not going to lie. Definitely been rocking it around. So shout out to Bird Dogs for partnering with the show. Go ahead and use the code PhillyTake at birddogs.com. Get the hat when you use the code PhillyTake and support our show, and let them know that we sent you. All right. Speaking of Bird Dogs, the 76ers are the birds right now. They're watching from above, right? We know they're not making the playoffs. The 76ers are watching what quite possibly could be the greatest tank job in the history of tank jobs. They might be the best tankathon team I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sixers have lost 9 in a row. They're 30 games under 500. There was one point in this season where they had started off terribly, then they had come back. And honestly, I thought they were going to get back to 500. They're 30 games under 500. Why? Because they literally throw these guys out on the floor who can make it look like they're trying, and then they implode. I've never seen a team implode in 2 seconds like the 76ers. Now, maybe I've just lost my mind. Maybe I'm going crazy, but the 76ers might even be better than the process tanking Sixers. The Nets can't tank like us. The Raptors can't tank like us. Matter of fact, the New Orleans Pelicans right now are the 4 seed in the West, or the 4 seed overall, the 4th worst record. And the Pelicans shut down Zion and CJ McCollum for the season. And I am honestly starting to think the Sixers might catch them. Now, you look at the Pelicans' final games. They play the Bucks a couple times. They play the Miami Heat. They play the Thunder, even though it's the last game of the season. So the Thunder have already wrapped up the conference. They might sit their players. Do I think the Pelicans can win 2 games? I think it's a possibility. Now, I think that's the maximum of what they could win. I don't think they can win more than that. But I am here to tell you, and I've been saying this for about a week or two, the 76ers are not winning a game for the rest of the season, ladies and gentlemen. They are losing out. It's going to be a 15-game, I believe, losing streak to end the season. I'm so ready to get this season done with. I can't wait to see what happens. But if the Sixers can jump up to the number 4 spot, their chances of getting that pick go from 63.9% up to 81%, which means it's almost a buy-in that they are going to keep that pick if they can get up to number 4. Even if they don't, they have a good shot, but their number 1 odds go up. Like, things are playing out decent right now. They're playing out pretty good. I'm not going to lie. They're playing out pretty good right now. We're going to get to that more here in just a few minutes, but I want to talk about the New York Knicks for a second. And I know a lot of people are going to say, why are you talking about the Knicks? Well, for one, their fans love coming in to flood the show because I tell them the truth. Maybe unlike their people do. I don't know. But they keep coming back. They keep flocking back. And I'm here to tell you that the New York Knicks might be the most fraudulent 3rd seed I've ever seen. They haven't beat the Cavs this season. They haven't beat the Celtics. The guys that we saw on the floor tonight, right? No Brunson, no karl-Anthony Towns, no Miles McBride. Other than those guys, this is who the Knicks team is. You got Mikal Bridges, who they traded 5 first-round picks for. And I love Mikal Bridges. I'm a Villanova fan. I hate it that I have to despise these guys. But you traded 5 first-round picks. Do you know what you could have got with 5 first-round picks? Mikal Bridges goes 6 for 16 today with 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Now, if I have ever been scarred by a Tobias Harris stat line, it is that one right there, especially when your other stars are out. Your stars were out, and Mikal Bridges could not rise to the occasion. It took 27 from OG Anunoby, and it took 20 from Landry Shamet. Speaking of Tobias Harris, full circle moment, the Sixers lost the original Tobias Harris trade. They lost the Landry Shamet Tobias Harris trade. Landry Shamet might be good. Or maybe he's so bad that he's just good against the Sixers. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikal Bridges might be the Larry Bird of Tobias Harris's with that kind of stat line. If I've ever seen a Tobias Harris stat line, it is that one right there. Now, again, OG Anunoby has been playing out of his mind. He had a big posterizer dunk in this game. But the rest of the guys on this team, that is who the Knicks' depth is. I liked it when they traded for Karl-Anthony Towns. I thought that was a great trade. And I like Mikal Bridges, but they gave up all of the draft picks to get him. They have no depth. They have no future draft assets. They have no money. And they blew a second-round series last year in Game 7 on their home floor against a weak Cinderella story Indiana Pacers team. The New York Knicks have expired. They are never beating the Celtics. And the only reason I'm saying that is just because their fans love flooding the chat. Oh, the Sixers stink. Look, we can admit that. But the New York Knicks, if they want to celebrate beating the Sixers in the first round, what did they make all these moves for? They're not doing anything. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And it's going to be pretty funny. I can't lie. It's going to be pretty funny because they actually think they're going to go to the finals this year. But nonetheless, man. What else? I don't care about the rest of this game. Nobody cares. We're trying to lose. I mean, the Sixers were literally trying to give this game away. And the Sixers have this beautiful thing they do now, which honestly might be the best basketball skill they have all season, where they literally play good for a quarter and a half, and then they implode. But the difference today was, even after a 16-point second quarter, they had 14 turnovers in the first half, and the Sixers still weren't going away because the likes of Quentin Grimes, the former New York Knick, who, by the way, would be the best bench player on their team right now, Quentin Grimes and Ricky Council and the bartender Alex Reese were cooking the Knicks. Like, the Sixers were not going away. They shot 6 for 31 from three. If you want to put that into context, Stephen Curry had, I believe, 8 3-pointers at halftime in the game today. The Sixers had 6 in an entire game. And somebody keep me up to date in the chat on the Curry counter, because the last I checked, he had 11 threes in 3 quarters, which is insane. But nonetheless, I mean, the Sixers are literally just, they're funny right now. They're funny. Like I said a week ago, Nick Nurse is going to keep coming out with these updates before every game. Like today, he said that Tyrese Maxey was starting to practice and that he would be reevaluated this weekend. Do you think in your right mind that Tyrese Maxey's coming back this season? Let's be real here. Let's be real here, okay? Nick Nurse has gotten so lost in his own head, and the Sixers have gotten so bad that they're actually so good at tanking. Like, this has come down to an art. This is a science for the Sixers right now. They know how to execute every game and tank. Now, today, it was a little bit closer than they wanted it to be comfort-wise because the Knicks, again, have no depth and they're not that good. But the Sixers still, at one point in the fourth quarter, even though the final score indicates they lost by 14, you know, they went down by like 25 points in the blink of an eye. They do it every game. It's like clockwork. They can make it look interesting. They can make it look competitive. And then out of nowhere, they just implode. The good part is that some of these young guys continue to get run, even though they're getting their butts whooped. They know what it feels like. Like Justin Edwards, I think, is going to be a good player for the future. Tonight, he was terrible. Adem Bona is at least contesting Mitchell Robinson, trying to block everything out of the gym. And, you know, he's showing some grit. He's showing effort. Same with Ricky Council. So I just thought that was funny. And even though it's April Fool's, the Sixers literally brought back Kyle Lowry. Like, there was no joke. There was no joke. Like, they actually brought back Kyle Lowry. Maybe they want to get him one final run here before he retires. Maybe Nick Nurse loves Kyle Lowry so much. The fact that Kyle Lowry came back in this game is so funny, man. It's so funny that he came back in this game. Like, did they think that was going to do something? Maybe they're just trying to manage the eligibility Maybe they're just trying to manage the eligibility. Like Jeff Doughton was supposed to play tonight, and even he did not play because he only has 2 games of eligibility left. And then you have Jalen Hood-Schifino who didn't play because he only has like 4 games of eligibility. You got Chuma Okeke and O'Shea Brissett who aren't even here anymore because they ran out of eligibility. And you got all these other guys who are just playing 1 game at a time just so they can manage their way to the end of the season. So honestly, as it relates to the tanking strategy, if the whole season was a tankathon, the Sixers would be winning the championship right now. They are managing this thing perfectly. And I just find it funny that nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop the tank. It's actually hilarious. And that's really what I have to say about this game. If you guys want to call in and give your thoughts, call in on the phones or the Discord. But other than that, man, I mean, 6 games to go. 6 games to go. Now, if we look at the tankathon and the updated standings, let's go ahead and pull it up because, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting close here. It is getting close. If we look at the tankathon standings right now, like I said, getting up to that number 4 spot would be insane. But thankfully, the Brooklyn Nets won last night, and the Sixers are now 2 games up on the Nets because of it. The Nets have actually won 2 in a row. The Sixers have lost 9 in a row. And thankfully, the Sixers are now 2 games up on the Nets with 6 games to go. So they have that cushion there. But I'm starting to look at the number 4 spot because the 76ers are now a game and a half behind the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans play the Clippers tomorrow night. Then they play the Lakers, the Bucks, the Nets, the Bucks, Heat, and OKC. Look, if they can just win 2 games, just 2 games, man. If they can win 2 games, oh, man, could you imagine? And the Sixers lose out? And the Sixers get the 4th best odds? Oh, man. Like I said to y'all 2 months ago, it would all be worth it. Now, hopefully they get the pick. But look, you're doing everything you can to put yourself in that best position because you knew you weren't making the playoffs. You knew you weren't making the play-in. This is all you're looking forward to. So let's hope they can get it done, man. Here's the Sixers' remaining schedule. As we have talked about many times, they will play the Bucks. They will play Minnesota, Miami, Washington, Atlanta, Chicago. The only game I'm worried about is Washington. But now that the Sixers have a 2-game cushion on the Brooklyn Nets, I'm actually not as worried about it. So I feel pretty confident. I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to feel pretty confident. I don't want to, but hey, maybe we have something brewing here. Maybe we do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin the tankathon wheel. We lost in the pregame. Usually that means we win in the postgame. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, no, we lost again. 0 for 2 tonight. But hey, I don't care. I don't care at all because the Sixers are winning right now. They are winning by losing, and they are getting closer and closer to landing a top pick, which is what this organization needs. They haven't had a top pick in how long, man? They haven't had a top pick since Markelle Fultz. They need an impact player, and this time they need to draft the right dude. And as much as you may hate Daryl Morey, as much as you may hate his guts right now, guess what? Daryl Morey knows how to draft. Daryl Morey does know how to draft. And if the Sixers get a chance at an impact player, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? They might get the right one. Finally. Hopefully, right? Could you imagine if they got the number 1 pick? Look at the number 1 odds. 14, 14, 14, 12.5, and right now the Sixers are at 10.5. That's a high percentage odd. This could set up to be very good. This could set up to be very good. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. Oh, man. All right, we'll take any phone calls, man. If you guys want to call in, call the show right now. We'll go rapid fire. Once again, I want to give a shout out since they're the newest partner of the show, man. Shout out to Bird Dogs. You can get this free hat right now. You could get this free hat right now by copping something on the Bird Dogs website. Use code PhillyTake. Matter of fact, let me put it on, bro. Let me put it on. Let me put this on right now. Shout out to Bird Dogs, man. We'll see if it blends in with the background, but shout out to Bird Dogs, man. Best khaki shorts you'll ever try right here. Go check them out. See how that camera lighting adjusts? All right, bro. Let's go to the phones. We got my guy Cool J waiting on the Discord. We'll bring Cool J in. Cool J, what's up?
Yo, RB.
What up, man?
I mean, nothing to say about this game. Like, we know that, we were going to lose this game. And it is funny to me, this thing that, the Knicks, they kept it close. I mean, just to expose that, being fraud.
You're cutting out a little bit, Cool J.
Huh?
You were cutting out a little bit when you were talking. I kind of heard what you said.
I'll repeat myself. All right. So what I said was we knew, we all knew the Sixers were going to lose. And we all knew that the Knicks are frauds and it couldn't be a attacking team because they didn't really do really much. They just, started getting sloppy by the third and fourth quarter. So.
Yeah, I mean, we know they're going to lose, man. They're going to lose every game. I mean, that's what we hope, actually. But the way they're playing right now, definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, they definitely can. It looks like we're definitely going to be trying to definitely going to get that, look at the top four, very easily if we keep doing this kind of a job, like, keep losing, then we pretty much are guaranteed that. I mean, we already have a cushion already. We were down 2 games above the up in the Nets. And so, I mean, you just got to keep, doing what you got to do.
I agree, man. Handling business as we should.
And that's the thing we're worried about is just, I'm just hoping that, we all know that, you say you're really good at, getting, drafting people.
Mm-hmm.
But I was hoping the Sixers do not blow like you always do. Like, you always talk about this a lot throughout the years. Is this the Sixers just blowing up opportunities and missing out on opportunities, not drafting the right people, and making the crazy dumb moves. Like, you can't afford to do that after how hard you've been working this whole season. You can't blow up any more opportunities. You got to draft the right people, and you draft them immediately once the lottery ends. You get that pick. You got to draft the exact people immediately. There's no room for error.
Well, let's get the draft pick first, man. Let's get the draft pick first. But if we do get it, no, I agree 100%, man. You got to nail this one. There's no more margin of error. There's no more room for error. Like, you got to nail it. It's now or never.
Yep.
All right, Cool J. Well, appreciate you calling in as always, man.
Of course, every time me in.
Thank you, man. Shout out to Cool J on the Discord. If anybody else wants to chime in, definitely chime in. But, yo, we're getting there. 6 more games to go. 6 more, man. The 76ers are the tank commanders. They are unstoppable. And, yeah, I feel like we're going to do it. That's all we're riding on right now, right? Like, the bad fortunes have to turn eventually. The bad fortunes have to flip eventually. You got to make one move that leads to another good move that leads to another one. That's where I'm at. Ladies and gentlemen, right now in the chat, I want your honest opinion before we get out of here. Are the Sixers going to get a top 6 pick, yes or no? If you had to predict right now, your honest thoughts. Do you think the Sixers will get a top 6 pick? Yes or no? Also, I do want to say real quick, I appreciate everybody that constantly tunes in on these post-game shows. I know it's like a newer concept this year, right? We've always done the live watch party, but adding the pregame and postgame this year has actually been way more fun than I thought it would be. And getting to have people call in and all that stuff has been amazing. And, you know, when we switch to the post-game show, it's not like it sends out another notification, which is why it's important to, you know, like the stream and all that and have your notifications on, you know? So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. I appreciate you guys always tapping in. And, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to drop the Discord in case you guys want to join there. You can follow me on socials, Twitter at RBPhillyTake, Instagram at PhillyTake with RB, same on TikTok. Listen, man, I've been doing these all season. It's been a wild, like, trend. Like, I remember early in the season, we would actually analyze the game. And I know some of you probably come here because you don't watch the game and you're like, well, what's the analysis of the game? I'm just telling you straight up, like, we don't care about what happens in these games. It's gotten so bad that I really don't care. I just come here to look at the Tankathon odds and to chop it up with the people, man. That's what I do. That's what I do, man. Obviously next season, you know, it's going to be different. We'll be back analyzing, and, you know, our post-game shows were running for like an hour earlier in the season. They're only like 20 minutes now because there's not much we can talk about. But I still try to make it entertaining as much as I can and figure it out. And you know what's funny, chat? And first off, let me give shout-outs, man. Banj, Dom, Busy B, you guys are the best. You guys have been here all night. You know what's funny? How no Knicks fans had the balls to call in because they disappeared, just like their fans and just like their team will in the NBA playoffs. And when they come back around, you know, they're not gonna show up in the playoffs when we live stream their games and watch them get exited. But I'm gonna have a good laugh about it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. And that's where I'll end it off tonight. Mike says no, it's the Sixers. Mr. 89 says absolutely yes. Banj is top 3. Dom says adding callers. Yeah, man, the callers have been great this year. I would really like to have, you know, the normal cycle of callers. I feel like early in the season, we definitely had a normal cycle. And then, you know, people just don't watch this team at this point in the season. I don't blame them. But would definitely like to have that good rotation come back next season. But like I said, we have off-season shows. We like the OGs know, man. We don't go anywhere. We don't go anywhere, man. We're going to be here all off season. If the Sixers do something crazy on June 30th, I'm going to be here till 3 a.m. covering it. That's what I do. I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. Shout out to everybody that supported the show tonight. Dom gifted some memberships. Thank you, man. Secret, appreciate you. Cool J, you've been here as well, man. Thank you. Adam Silver's not bailing out the Sixers again. There's nothing to bail out, man. There's nothing to bail out. We need some help, and we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Shazy says all the Knicks fans that stay in the chat are 15-year-olds. Either 15 or 55. But it is funny, man. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Guys, we're going to drop a video tomorrow. I already have it planned out. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure to turn on notifications. Turn on notifications, man. Banj, appreciate you being here, man. Street Ball, thank you, man. Guys, shout out to Bird Dogs. Sponsor the post-game show. Check them out. Go get yourself one of these bad boys, man. Best khaki shorts I've ever worn. Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be back on Thursday. RB, we out. Post-game live show. Peace.